A long week, haven't we?
We have. Let's check the channel. We should be going live in a second. Where are we picking that up from? There's buzzing coming from
I
somewhere.
don't know, but it's on the headphones, isn't it?
Oh, it's live. And we should
Good.
be live. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to what would be the Sunday show, but it's the Saturday show here on Airliners Live. Let's get some messages in the chat. Just let us know you can hear us. 5-5 mod check, please.
Already a 5-5 from Loopy.
Cheers, Loopy. Appreciate it, mate. Let's wait for Twitch to kick in, which I'm sure it will do.
Always takes an extra
Eventually,
second.
there it is. We may need a title update on Twitch as well. We'll do that in a minute. We can stay on the same title for now. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Airliners Live. Hope you're all well. It's Martin and Andy. And we are joined today by no other than Noel Phillips.
Hello, good morning. Nice to be here. Yeah.
We all hear Noel nice and clear. Just check that for me, mods. And yeah, Noel's down here today for your own event, right, Noel, that you got going on? Do you want to tell us a bit about that?
We're hosting a bit of a charity event today at the Concorde hangar here at Manchester, and basically we're raising a bit of money for Airability, who are a fantastic charity helping disabled people get into learning to fly planes and stuff like that. So yeah, we're raising a bit of money for them, a bit of a meet and greet with everybody as well, so people coming along to say hi and stuff. So
amazing.
Yeah.
So that's like your viewers and members? Or?
Yeah, exactly. It's just viewers. So we did we put them on Eventbrite, some free tickets for everybody to come along, and we've got like 250 people coming apparently.
Nice.
So which will be quite nice. But
so
if anybody shows up, so we've got a few activities up here. We've got a tombola and stuff, and I'll be saying hello to everybody and doing some selfies and just all that sort of stuff. And and a bit of a charity auction as well we're doing. So we've got some amazing stuff that we have very generously been donated from some organisations like Plane Reclaimers and Doors to Manual and people like that. So so we've got some amazing kit that we're giving away as well. Well, selling, I guess, as part of the auction, really, in aid of Airability. So, yeah.
And have you shared a link for people to donate to that today?
I haven't yet. No, we should do that, really, shouldn't we? That would be handy.
Want to fire me the link on Facebook, I'll get it to our mods and we'll share it in our chat.
Totally,
as well.
Thank you very much.
What we'll do, folks, as well, I think today, any donations that come in, we will send into Noel's charity today as well during the show today. So that should raise a little bit of money. It saves messing around, doesn't it? So if you want to support Noel's charity today, guys, then we can do that for you. But having a look around Manchester at the moment, we got Matt Smith on the camera, Mod Matt, who's stepped up to bring you the feed today. So thank you to Matt for stepping in on the camera whilst me and Andy are here looking after things. So
doing a great job, and they're on dual runway ops this morning, so they'll be using 23 left for departures. Now, when we go live on Sunday, obviously we see single runway ops. We're quite lucky to see that. But that's only on Sundays. They'll do that during the stream hours. On a Saturday, they'll just be on dual runway ops, which is awesome from the Runway Visitor Park point of view, because you can see the departures on one runway and the arrivals on the other one, and you can see both runways in use from here. Whereas places like Southside and things, you kind of struggle to see the other runway and things. So it's a nice perspective, I think, and nice to be here. But big shout out to Mod Matt, who's up on the camera today, doing a 10 out of 10 job already.
And for those of you who don't know who Noel is, I don't know where you've been, but if you don't know who Noel is, do you want to just let everyone know what it is you do, and maybe a bit of history of your channel? And
yeah, totally. So I'm Noel basically, and I fly around the world on different airlines, make videos about them and stick them on YouTube, and that's pretty much it. People for some reason enjoy watching them. So I travel around and go to random places like across Africa and Russia and places like that, and try and find all the little local airlines where I can, and try them out and see what they're like, and and have a bit of fun in the process.
I was going to say, it kind of goes from what I've seen looking at your channel, you kind of go from one extreme to the other, in my opinion. You either fly in amazing, beautiful business class, or you're doing trips around India on a sleeper bus.
Yeah, absolutely. So that's kind of what I enjoy doing. I like the extremes of it, you see, and that's, I like the fact that I can take a really crappy airline and just struggle for like 6 hours with my knees up around my neck, like in a really terrible airline, and then get onto like an Emirates first class suite or something after that, and it's like that kind of extreme from one to the other, I think, is what I enjoy. I don't know. Maybe.
Do you one thing I've wondered is, do you do a really rubbish few flights or few trips, say on I'm going to keep coming back to the recent one of, like, say, the Indian sleeper train, the Indian sleeper bus, and then once you've done that, to get home, do you usually treat yourself with a really nice first class home as a sort of reward?
Yeah, usually at the end of the trip I try to go for like the best of the best that I can get, if I can, just because it's just nice, and it's like it's kind of my carrot on a stick at the end of it, for me to get through the whole sort of, exactly, and that sort of gets me through. And through the trips as well, I always end up staying in quite nice hotels, because you like this, you mentioned a sleeper bus I did, and I spent 2 days on this bus in India where I literally didn't get any sleep because it was just the worst experience, and then I got off the bus, was like, right, let's get to a nice hotel and get some sleep, and then it's the only way you can get through it, really, to be honest, because it gives you that motivation. You just know, like, the second you get off this bus, you're going to be in a really nice hotel and it's going to be awesome. And
that's it, because you I guess, especially with what you'd say would be your most popular videos, are obviously the videos where they're kind of a bit wacky or something that not everyone does, and I guess for that it really must take it out of you, like going on those trips that probably most people would consider to be a hell trip for them.
It does. Somebody said to me, actually, one of my Patreons, Debbie, she said to me, she says, you know what, you do the bit of the everybody goes on holiday, and you do the bit of the holiday that everybody hates, the worst part of the holiday, but that is all you do. You don't do any of the other nice bits. I was like, you kind of got a point there, really.
There's never a video where you're by the pool having a drink.
If only I could make money doing that, and I'd be sure I could be doing that instead. But
one thing I thought about, and I don't know, you must have thought about it as well. You obviously go to all these different places, you stay in all these. Have you ever thought of maybe a Noel Phillips second channel, but for hotel reviews? Because it would literally be free content, because you're staying at the hotel anyway. So while you're there, you just do a quick room tour. This is me in the beautiful Hilton, and this is the facilities it's got. And then while you're there, you're two birds with one stone.
That's a good idea. I do stay, and the thing is, I stay in the nice hotels sometimes, but every now and then I'll be on a trip and I'll be like, I want to stay in the cruddiest hotel I can find, because I know it's going to add something to that video if I do that. Such as like flying to, I can't remember where it was. I went Muscle Shoals, Alabama, or some random little town in Alabama in the States, and I stayed in like the worst motel that I could find. Like literally, there's like drug dealers outside the room and stuff. It's like that level of bad. And I was like,
knocking on your window.
Yeah, exactly. And it does add a bit of comedy sometimes. It's one extreme or the other. Again, it's like the really worst or the really best. So
it is. I think it provides really good entertainment. And like you say, I guess, because I know you was on the podcast the other week, the Departure Line podcast. Big shout out to those guys. And you were saying that your trips, people asked, why don't you do the holiday airlines, and you were saying that it's the wonky trips that really get the viewers in.
I think it is. I think it is. And it's a lot of people say this, and they say, can you not just fly Ryanair, and can you not just fly Jet2 or something? And okay, I fly on those airlines like all the time. I use them to position to where I need to be, and I'm literally on EasyJet next week, for instance, I just find that it's kind of so run-of-the-mill. Everybody tends to know what it's like already. There's no reason really for everybody who looks at the video go, okay, someone's flying on EasyJet, I'll phone on EasyJet, never mind. If you're doing an airline like that, from my point of view, from a content perspective, there has to be a story behind it as to why you're doing that. For instance, I did Wizz Air, and I spent 48 hours on Wizz Air because it was cheap, and it was during COVID at a time when things were kind of opening up a little bit, and they basically got a network of flights that I could take that were actually still operating. So I was like, well, let's do a Wizz Air challenge, and we'll spend 48 hours on Wizz Air, and it made a good story.
What aircraft was it you were on?
On that one, it was A320s, A321s.
Okay, Were they okay? Because I've never flown on Wizz Air
They're
before.
reasonable. They're reasonable. As low cost go, they're not too bad actually. They are very no frills. They're sort of Ryanair level of no frills, but they're pretty decent in my experience. They're usually on time, quite new planes as well. So
And
I think they've got like Neos and stuff now as well, haven't they? So
you see them at Liverpool a lot, and you don't see them here at Manchester, sadly. Obviously, there's a lot of low costers already based here.
Yeah, that's annoying for me actually, because They used to fly from Doncaster. And I think they still do to a degree, but very like 2 or 3 flights a week or something. There wasn't a lot when I wanted to fly on them, but they're handy for me because if I'm heading over to Eastern Europe, so like you in the days before the sad stuff that's going on there, and used to go over to Ukraine quite a bit to fly on their planes. Wizz Air were just an absolute godsend because you could just get a 20 quid flight from Luton and you're in Kiev in a couple of hours. You know,
So looking at Manchester, we've got one of the brand new Virgin Atlantic A350s pinging. So this is quite a new aircraft into Manchester for us. Looking at Manchester flights and what we get in and out of it, would you say there's any that would really be something that you'd look forward to doing? I know we got the Emirates A380, Virgin Atlantic going over to the States now in the 350. What would you say would be, if you could pick any sort of premium flight to leave?
I think don't Oman Air fly in here now as well? Oman Air, they've started flights, haven't they? Yeah, I wouldn't mind a ride on one of them. That's one I'd do from Manchester, I think. Virgin's A350 is amazing, by the way. It is a really nice plane to fly on as well. It's gorgeous as well, isn't it?
Have you flown up the front in their top selection?
Yeah, I did. We flew to Atlanta at Christmas, actually, on their A350 from Heathrow.
Lovely.
It's a proper nice.
What was that called? Because we were looking at them seats just as a joke the other day, weren't we?
Which Virgin?
The Virgin Atlantic.
They had different tiers, didn't they? There was a lot of different tiers you could choose from. Obviously, they call it top deck. Do they call it? Or
it's upper deck. Upper class.
Upper class.
But it's not. It's weird because it's not business class and it's not first class. It's sort of a hybrid between the two.
Okay. Yeah.
And there's a reason they do that, actually, because a lot of so they get a lot of celebrities and stuff flying on them and movie stars and stuff like that. And the thing is, they have it in their contracts that they must fly in the top tier of travel, right?
Yeah.
And if they fly on BA, that means they've got to fly in first class, which is going to cost like 20 grand to cross the Atlantic or something. Yeah. So Virgin have sort of raked in the market in that sort of area because they've got upper class, which is slightly better than business class, but obviously they don't have a first class, and it's the top cabin you can get on their flight. So they do quite well in that sort of thing.
Because used to are like opposites, because Martin doesn't actually fly.
Right.
Yes.
And we were trying to get him on a flight over to like the States or something, or just to experience a flight, because the last flight you did was like, what, 10 years ago?
Longer than that. Was probably 15, 20 years ago to Egypt,
Yeah, and we were looking at like business class seats you could do, and actually maybe, Noel, you might have some experience with this. We were looking at a British Airways shuttle service on a business class seat, but they're quite pricey, but it might be a good like entry to like business class seats, right?
You mean like a domestic flight with them or something?
Yeah, they kind of just look, the seats to me though, they just look the same as the ones behind them.
They are identical. And
identical?
They literally are. The difference is they keep the middle seat free, and it's called Eurobiz. And they effectively, you go most places in the world and you get an actual decent business class seat. In Europe, and BA unfortunately is one of them, they're just in the standard configuration, and they move the curtain forward and back depending on how many rows they need for business class, you see. Right. So that's why it's like that.
Okay.
But I mean, the service is decent on it. If I will fly business class from here to Heathrow, but only if I'm doing like a redemption, it's not costing me anything, or if I'm connecting onto another flight, maybe it might be worth it, because you don't really get the lounge these. I think they use a different lounge here now, but the BA lounge is shut here at Manchester now.
Yeah.
The onboard service is pretty decent.
Yeah.
And it amazes me how much they can get done in that short sort of 40-minute hop down to Heathrow from here, because you get like a full meal service and there's an open bar and everything on there. So it's just like it's really good from that perspective.
I love the approach into Heathrow as well. With the city and everything.
Oh, it is on the 27s. It's on a nice day. Yeah. And at the end of, like for me, at the end of a big trip that I've done, if I sit on the right hand side coming into Heathrow and you just see the whole of London just playing out in front of you as you come in, it's wicked. Yeah.
Mega. What would you say, sort of from a premium experience, would be an airline which you'd choose if you could pick any of the airlines then?
Well, it would all depend where I wanted to go to. Qatar Airways is, in my opinion, the best in business class, at least.
In terms of like service and
in terms
the
of the
food
service and the seat and everything else, that's consistently good.
Is that across the aircraft? Because we get usually the Qatar triple into Manchester, sometimes a Dreamliner.
Yeah, they are. I mean, they do have different seats. They've got the QR suite on some of the aircraft, so they which are proper nice. So they're on some of the 777s, I think, and I think they are pushing them out to more planes. But even if you get one of the older aircraft that's got the 121 seating, and they're still pretty decent.
Yeah,
it's still really good.
Well, there you go, Noel. Here's the first arrival. You want to let everyone know what's coming in then? Matt's got it on the screen.
There we go. Lofty A380, isn't it? Yeah, cool.
It's in from Munich, and that's closely followed behind by Jet 2. And yeah, it might be quite funny to wonder if you've been to any of these places where they're coming from.
I used to watch Bergerac on TV. That's showing me age a bit, isn't it?
There you go. There's a couple of approaches on the way in now. Again, a big shout out to Matt for jumping on the camera today, guys, for the first hour while we're with Noel. If you're just tuning in, we've got a special guest, Noel Phillips, on the show today. A fantastic aviation content vlogger on YouTube. Mods will share his links. If you don't know who Noel is, maybe you've not heard about his channel, or you've not watched any of his content, then please make sure you follow the link, hit subscribe, and go and enjoy the content, guys. Definitely worth a check in. Just having a quick couple of seconds just to give you guys a bit of an update then. So just holding short of the runway for this arrival is our Freebird Airlines Transalia A320, and just on the stands we're waiting for an A350, which seems to have been pushed, so I think that's just being moved, to be honest. And then waiting to go to Atlanta will be our first heavy departure of the day, the Virgin Atlantic A330.
We've seen the 350 come in earlier, just before we were setting up, with a huge spray. It actually was raining before the live show started today.
Yeah.
And the spray on the runway just looked epic. This Lufthansa's 25 years old, so getting a bit on now, isn't it? A bit on.
They do keep them for a long time, Lufthansa do, I've noticed. I flew on one of their A320s that was delivered in like the late 80s once, but the thing is, on board they've kept them in such impeccable condition on board, you wouldn't even tell. Like, it's a 30-year-old
So you wouldn't know, because
plane.
Obviously, we're looking at this, it's all, but I guess they put the seats out.
God, yeah. But if you get on board, they keep it in really good nick on board as well. It's really nice, yeah. It's one thing they do really well, I think.
Well, there you go. So that kind of, I mean, I guess the oldest aircraft we see coming in and out of here at the moment is the Jet 275s.
Oh, yes. Yeah.
They're starting to get on a little bit, but they're great to see, and it's great to see an airline like Jet 2 just still operating them, because for us plane spotters, you want the noise, you want the power. Even the old 300s, they still fly them out of Leeds, don't they? The old 737-300s. Well, we had a couple of diversions in, actually. I think was from Leeds, wasn't it, Andy? When we were over Southside on the show, we had a couple of old 737s.
I think so.
Coming in.
Oh yeah, 737s. Yeah, I remember them. Forget the reason for that, but yeah, Leeds. Sometimes their airfield closes, staff shortages and things like that.
Yeah, it's in a bit of an exposed position where they are as well. They've got quite a short runway, and it's like up on the hill and everything, isn't it? So it's can be a bit hairy getting in and out of there sometimes.
And one thing to touch on, which I didn't know until I watched the Departure Lounge podcast, is I know you must be into aviation because you make all this aviation content, but you're actually quite an avid plane spotter as well back in the day, weren't you?
I used to be years ago. I don't have time for it these days.
So were you doing photographs, or were you taking regs?
I did a bit of both. I took regs for a long time. So yeah, I did. On the old JP airline fleets and that, and crossing them all off. Yeah, I did that for quite a few years. We was kicking up some sprays near that jet too.
He is, isn't he?
Yeah, so I did that for quite some time down at Birmingham, because I used to work not far from Birmingham Airport, so a lot of my friends were all plane spotters as well, so we used to go down to Brum and watch them all in there. Pakistan 747-200 used to come in, that were nice. Turkmenistan Airlines and all that sort of stuff. So some amazing stuff in there, yeah. And then, down at Heathrow quite a bit as well, back in the day, so Myrtle Avenue crew, you know.
Nice.
Heathrow's amazing for spotting, unbelievably good for spotting, or for photography. We're not fond of it for video because you can't really see.
There's not, exactly. There's not many places to get a decent view, is there? But yeah, Myrtle Avenue's a great spot.
It's amazing for photography, isn't it? And you were at a Premier Inn actually, and you get some awesome evening arrival shots from that Premier Inn.
Golden hour, yeah. What were they on? They would have been on 2-7 right arrivals of the evening. And obviously the sun setting in the west, you got like the head-on shot of the aircraft.
Oh, nice.
Golden hour, it was glorious. What is this going on?
Well, there you go. There's another one of our older aircraft. YK on the reg, which is why it's not on radar yet, because it's
stealth plane.
We call it the stealth plane because for some reason, out of the 276s we see here, this one doesn't show until it's taken off.
So we have OBYK and OBYF. OBYK is the one with the offset nose as well. And OBYK was in the headlines the other day, not for a good reason. It was that Monday, I think it was. Yeah, it was Monday, where she had an engine failure.
Yes. So she circled around up north for maybe 2 hours, and then came in and actually landed on 2-3 left, which is very rare for us. Single engine, but then taxied down of its own accord and went back to stand after. So
she was up flying again like 2 days later. So must have been not the biggest issue in the world, and she's been flying since.
Yeah.
And here she is now at OBYK Sunshine.
Off nice and early. There we go.
We don't know where she's off to though. It will appear on radar when she gets airborne. You'll see that.
That'll be a Mediterranean flight with that runway length, won't it?
It will.
Yeah.
Just when panning, Matt, just zoom all the way out for us, dude, as well. If you're doing a big pan, just so it.
Yep. And people in the chat, welcome to the not a bonus, but not a new either, just a Saturday show that we're doing.
What would you call this? This is
just a one-off Saturday
definitely
show.
A bonus for us.
yeah. So it's not Sunday, everyone. You've not skipped a day.
Now, here's one that divides our community, Noel. Is it a yay or nay for you on the new Brussels livery?
Oh, it's basically Croatia Airlines livery, isn't it? They've just got a different name on it.
She is just vacating 2-3 right now, and probably the best view you'll get of it, actually. So
it's quite nice, actually. I like the dots along the fuselage. I think it's a nice change from being just white, but it's almost like BMI's old logo, isn't it? The font they're using for the Brussels.
Yeah.
It's just, I think it's such a big change from the old one.
Yeah.
And it's gone extremely minimal.
Yeah.
The other day, I saw on Facebook that they updated their Facebook display picture, and it was just a white background with the red dots on. And everyone was kind of looking at it, and they put a message about sort of, it represents this about our brand and everything else. And I was thinking, well, it's just some red dots. I don't know what. I mean, you can read into that as much as you like.
There's a few airlines that have done that. They've made new liveries and they've really divided people. Obviously, another one we see a lot of here is Iceland Air. Now, we'll get to the Iceland Air special soon. I don't know if Noel will still be on the stream at that point, but we have an Iceland Air special 7.5 coming in today.
Yeah.
You might have seen this one, Noel. It's really nice. They usually come in, I think, before midday. I think maybe even around 11.
I'll just grab it off the radar. I think it's easier.
But Iceland Air do have a new scheme on their 737 Maxes, and they've divided people quite a lot, haven't they?
Yeah, I think I've seen that. I remember thinking that wasn't too bad. I thought you were going to say Condor for a minute when you were talking about terrible new liveries, because that's just like, that's the Heckler Aurora livery coming in.
It's the Glacier one, actually.
Is it? Okay.
11:50 that's coming in, so you'll be into your event by then. But
hopefully, if somebody turns up.
I mean, listen, we're recording it all for you. We'll get you a good clip of it. But just having a look down the approach, we've got a Lufthansa on the way in from Frankfurt. In Lufthansa's, it's not really a new scheme anymore, but it's like the newer
current scheme, I guess you call it.
The current scheme. And on the taxi out, another heavy departure to kick the show off is the Etihad Airways -10 Dreamliner, one of our favourite liveries.
Yeah, I like that one, actually. That's very smart indeed, isn't it?
Yeah, really nice. And I think one thing we've noticed with these, because they do this standard scheme, the Dreamliner scheme, and the Manchester City blue scheme as well. Now, leaving the football club to one side, we would say that it doesn't seem to matter what colour they kind of go for with this. It looks
always
excellent.
looks nice. Yeah, it's good.
Have you had much experience with Etihad?
I've flown on the -10 actually. It was quite nice. Yeah, it was quite reasonable. In terms of a business class, it's pretty decent. It's certainly up there with Qatar Airways. But the issue with Etihad, I find, is that they use A320s an awful lot on their flights across Asia and stuff. So I flew from Kathmandu when I did my Nepal trip. I flew from Kathmandu to Abu Dhabi with them, and it was about a 5-hour run on an A320, so you don't get like the flatbed seats or anything. It's just the 2-2 standard A320. That's my only thing I'd say that lets them down a little bit.
We've got a new airline here at Manchester Q8 that's currently operating about a 6-hour flight on a 20 Neo. At the minute.
Which is a very nice A320 Neo, but it's not the same as flying on like a A330 or a 777 or something, is it? So
Have you flown on Q8s before?
I did, I went on their 777 to Kuwait. Yeah, they were quite good as well, actually.
I believe there's a date in July where someone in the chat might know where they're switching from the 20 Neo to the 330 here at Manchester.
Oh, right, nice. And they've just got the A330 Neo as well now.
They have,
the A330-800, which is I think doing Frankfurt at the minute.
And a question from the chat that I've just picked out is, have you flown on the Emirates A380? Now, that's probably the highlight of our shows here at Manchester, so I assume you've been on that a few times.
I have, yeah, in economy and in business class. It's pretty nice, yeah.
How would you rate economy then? Because I guess it's a really long flight, isn't it?
I'd say Emirates are, as far as economy classes go, Emirates are pretty decent. The business class is quite nice. It's very goldy, very like gold-plated everything and mahogany. It's a bit sort of like, I don't know, boudoir, 70s boudoir in terms of how it's all, laid out. But it's nice though, and they've got nice. The business class is reasonable. The first class is pretty sweet. It's got like the big walls at the side of the seats and stuff. Yeah. And obviously you got like the full bathrooms with showers and stuff on there as well, which is quite cool.
That's something else, isn't it? Having a shower at 40,000.
Yeah, definitely. And then they've got a TV in the bathroom as well, which is even better. So it's like, why would
do they have a window in the shower?
No, they don't. That's the only thing. It's not a loo with a view. It's right in the nose, like above the cockpit. So.
They should definitely put a window in the shower, because like, who's going to see you up there?
I know, it'd be amazing. Just imagine. Oh yeah,
it's having a shower and you just got that epic view. I'm nuts for that, Lee.
That would be nice.
Talking of loo reviews, have you done a loo review at the RVP yet?
No, not yet. We were considering it, and we thought about putting a sign up on the door saying this loo has been reviewed by an old we never got around to that, but yeah.
But so your event's in the hangar today. Have you been on Alpha Charlie before? You had a look around?
No, I'm hoping to do that later today actually. So it should be good. But yeah, the RVP have very generously given us half the hangar today to do our event. So which is very nice of them. So thank you to the guys there. And yeah, we're just going to look sort of under the engines at the back and having a few people. I don't quite know how many people are going to show up, but we hopefully get a few people there and raise a bit of money for charity and just say hi to a few of you. That'd be amazing. Yeah.
So did you put the invite out to everyone, or was it just
they went to everybody?
And
they were sold out. There were free tickets, but they all went within 40 minutes. So it was which was pretty cool. So I don't know how many of those will turn up, but it should be fun anyway, regardless. I've seen quite a few people here already to come and say hello. So
have you got the family with you today as well?
Yeah, we have the family. So big up to Rach, who's been organising everything to do with this over the last few weeks. She's been flat out, and her mum and dad are helping with a few bits and bobs as well today. They've been doing a lot with it, and the kids as well. We're getting some child labour going today, so that's good. So they're running the tombola and stuff. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, we've agreed a flat rate of 20 quid for the day, so that works out quite nicely.
And some Kentucky's on the way home.
Yeah, I presume so. Yeah, I'm staying up here tonight, actually. They were going home tonight, but I'm stopping up because I'm off to Scotland tomorrow. So
filming?
Yeah, so up to Orkney. Do the old inter-islands flights up there tomorrow. So yeah, it should be fun.
Are you doing that the shortest flight that's up there?
I am, yeah. So the West Strait to Papa West Strait.
That's
I've done it before. I did it like 2017, 2018 or so. I'd literally got like 10,000 subscribers at the time. So not many people have watched it, and it's a really cringy, horrible video. Because it's like one of the first ones I did actually on camera as well. So it's horrible when I'm like,
when we go back and look at our old plane edits, we're like, gosh, what were we thinking?
Yeah, exactly.
At the time, you're like, this is the best thing. Like, I'm so happy about this. And then you look back, you're like, oh.
Now you realise why nobody watched it.
I mean, I guess on a more general note then, because we're very fortunate to be in the position we're in with Airliners Live, and I guess you would say the same about your channel. Just for people who may have their own YouTube channel, maybe it's quite small, or maybe they're really trying hard to get it going. What piece of advice would you give to someone who's just starting out with YouTube and really just wants to grow the channel organically?
It's the hardest thing ever, I know, because trust me, I've been there, but it's that consistency, and that is literally all it comes down to. And it's consistently uploading, whether it be every week, every other week or something, but keeping that consistency, keeping it exactly the same, almost the same sort of content, but just repeating that over and over. And if that works, fine. If it doesn't, tweak it slightly, and see how that goes. But the consistency really is the main thing, and that's the hardest thing, because it's so easy. Like my son at the minute, Sam, bless him, he's trying to start a YouTube channel up, doing like tech reviews of old mobile phones and stuff like that, and he's really struggling. And he's done a few videos, nobody's watching them, bless him, and he's getting so downhearted with it. And he's like, I don't want to do another one because no one's going to watch it. And that's a totally acceptable way to feel, because that's how you go at the beginning when you start.
Yeah, no one's
watching it. Why am I doing this? Because no one's watching it. But you just have to continue with that, and it's the hardest thing really, because you've got to effectively, you're wasting time on it, and nobody's watching, but that will eventually start rolling.
You're building your catalogue.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't change. I've considered before going back and getting rid of some of my really old videos, but I wouldn't change them because it's part of the history of the channel, and it's always fun when somebody will randomly comment on a video from about 10 years ago and you're just like, what?
Yeah, it's funny because on Facebook we've obviously got lots of clips on there. And it's quite funny that when you look through the analytics of the month, if you really do scroll down to the very bottom, even some of the old clips are still generating bits and bobs of revenue here and now. You just think, how is that still circulating around?
Exactly, people are still watching them like all these years on.
And Matthew's saying, watch your son's channel, let's give him a shout out, get everybody signed up and subscribe.
I'll find a link. I'll send you the link to his channel, and we'll get everybody signing up to his YouTube channel.
Let's get him.
He's on TikTok as well, but he's got his other passion, which is amazing, and I don't know how he does it, but he's absolutely passionate about fire alarms. And when he talks to me about fire alarms, it's how I imagine people look at me when I'm talking about planes. You know what I mean? It's exactly that. But he's absolutely mad on them, and he's starting to build a little collection of fire alarms and stuff at home, so which is going to be great.
So every now and again at 2 in the morning when he can't sleep, he sets one off.
But they're not rigged up at the minute, and he's like, I want to get a board so that we can rig them all up and get some sounders going and stuff. And I'm like, maybe not. We'll just stick to the actual fire alarms with that. But it's his passion. He's 12.
So
he's 12.
So it's not a bad profession, really, if he's really getting into that.
Exactly, and it is amazing for him to see him have that passion for something. I don't understand it in the slightest. But
Wayne saying, love a good fire alarm.
Love a good fire alarm, exactly. He was going
because it's not something you really think about, but I guess there's all different types. And I mean,
that's it. He likes I think it's a simplex something he likes. He was around the hotel last night going, it's a simplex pull bar. And this one's obviously been pulled in the past because it's got a slightly different faceplate to the other one over there. Look, and it's okay, Sam, see.
I mean, at the end of the day,
there's worse things to get addicted to, isn't there?
So, and he's obviously encouraging him you're encouraging him to enjoy it, and if it's something he enjoys, then just if he's being creative with it, then just whatever.
When we're not being funny, we sit here watching planes, don't we? And people think about us, and
that's it. That's it. No, it's awesome.
So there goes the Virgin 330 service. Let's go to Atlanta. Have you ever flown on a Virgin 330, Noel?
I haven't, no. And they're getting some Neos actually as well soon.
330 Neos, that'll be great.
That's going to be nice to see them, and I bet they'll bring them here as well.
They will, I can imagine.
But I love a Neo. And I've never flown on their A330.
Have you flown on Swiss 220 or any A220 with Pratt & Whitney's on it?
Yeah, so I've been on the Swiss one.
Do you hear the howl inside the aircraft?
Yes, you do. You do. When they spool up the engines.
Let's get some Wookiees in the chat, by the way. We'll show Noel the emote that we've got just for that sound.
You can always hear them. It's like whale sounds, isn't it? When they're taxiing out. I remember I was in Toronto last year, and I stayed in a hotel near the runway, and Air Canada have got loads of A220, so you sit there and every now and then you can just do ooh. Okay, there we go. There's an A220 going out. Is it?
We love it.
A nice pair of Wookiees, we call them.
Yeah, awesome.
Yeah, I do love the 220. I think to be honest, any aircraft that's loaded with Pratt & Whitney's, I definitely prefer.
It's a flipping lovely plane to fly on. I was in a flight deck of one of them actually a few weeks ago, which was nice. Got invited over in Tanzania. Air Tanzania have got them, and they very kindly got me up to ride on the jump seat for a sector over there, which was pretty cool. And you can hear the noise up there as well. It's
amazing. It's funny, isn't it? Because you'd think from a I guess from an airport point of view, I'm sure there's probably something you can do with those engines to get rid of that noise.
And
I just wonder what makes it and why it's necessary. I mean, from a plane spotter, I love it. It's great because a lot of modern aviation is so quiet now.
I mean, I'm not an expert in this. I've heard something before about it being like a geared engine. And it's something to do with it being geared, whereas most of engines aren't or something. So I don't know how that works in terms of the engine itself. But it's more like a car engine, I think, where it's geared between different gears to make it more efficient and stuff. It's something to do with that, if I remember right. But it does sound cool.
It is a great sound. I mean, just touching back on plane spotting, obviously, you used to plane spot back in the day. Obviously, Manchester's got a lot quieter in recent years. We've lost the 747s. A lot of our A330 carriers have now moved over to newer aircraft as well, or just stopped flying completely with us. I guess plane spotting is definitely getting a lot quieter, and I guess as we see the more economical aircraft coming in, as a plane spotter, we're losing a bit of the magic there, do you reckon?
20 years ago, I had exactly the same discussion, and we were saying the same thing back then, because the airlines were getting rid of the old like DC-10s and stuff like that, and the old 727s, and we're like, it's never going to be the same again. And here we are 20 years later having exactly the same discussion, and we're talking about, they're getting rid of the 737 classics and they're getting rid of the 757s and stuff. It's like, it's going to continue like that, I think. It's weird how it's gone, because we used to be petrified of the day when we would have nothing but 737-300s and 757s flying around, and then now here we go, they're the rare ones.
They're the ones that we want now.
In 20 years' time, this A320 that's going right past us now, that'll be the rare one, you know.
Everyone will show up to see a classic A320.
A classic A320, yeah, exactly. So I think it just evolves, doesn't it, really? And that's not a bad thing, you know.
Yeah.
Have you got a favourite livery that you like to spot, by the way? Is there any liveries that you really, really love? Maybe a favourite?
So I do, like I said the other day when I was on the Departure Land podcast, Royal Jordanian's livery is flipping amazing. Ooh. When it's new and when it's not all faded and nasty, it's lovely. And Azerbaijan's livery is amazing as well, especially on the old A340-500 that I think they don't fly anymore, but that just looks incredible on there, doesn't it?
We almost got an Azerbaijan A340, didn't we? Remember, it came in, and then at the last minute they changed it to a 767. We're still hyped
it's
about
nice,
it.
Yeah,
we were
it's
like,
smart.
Would have been nice to see a 340. Yeah. And any particular specials that you love? Any obviously you got like the Iceland Air coming in today. You mentioned the Heckler Aurora as well.
Yeah, that's a favourite. That one of mine.
It's really nice. The 7.5 as well.
Yeah, and I like when they do the retro liveries as well. A lot of them are quite nice.
Yeah, I agree with you there. I would say I would love to see a day where all air carriers just went back to retro liveries. I don't think it would be a bad move, because they all look so great.
They do look amazing. I flew back the other week on MEA, and they've got a retro livery over in Beirut that just looks absolutely stunning. Nice. And I've not very often seen it coming over here, because they tend to send the A330s, I think, here. But they've got a retro livery on that, and it just looks proper nice. It's always nice when you see a lineup of planes, and then in the middle of them is like a proper retro livery. You're like, oh, what's that? And then it's just like,
because the Qatar send. I know we were talking about the Condor livery, I think, off stream, which is definitely a dividing. I'd say it's more of a negative for most people than a positive, but I'd say one sort of retro livery with stripes or a stripe or two that's done really well is the Qatar retro. I don't know if you've seen that, but it's just got the purple stripe all the way down the body. It looks fantastic, doesn't it?
The Qatar,
see if I can pull it up. It was the Qatar retro, wasn't it?
Qatar 777, retro.
No, it is.
Oh wow!
On the 777 as well.
On the triple.
That's nice.
That's it. There's that kind of.
Oh gosh,
I'd say stripes done well. Would you say?
Definitely. Compare it to the current livery as well. It's like miles away, isn't it?
Exactly, isn't it?
Which makes it stand out. Yeah,
that's what I mean. There's just so many retros that I think look better than the liveries which are operating now.
Definitely.
I think Qatar is probably the worst for looking just dull, and I think the reason for that is it's not a dull livery. It's because it was designed to be in like deserts and very sunny environments.
Yeah.
And when it comes to Manchester, it's just always cloudy and dull. It just doesn't stand out really. And
it's like Scandinavian's old livery, though, isn't it? I mean, even the current one to a certain degree, but the old grey one. Yeah. I remember trying to take photos of that one, south side here, was a nightmare, because it just doesn't stand out, and you can't get a nice photo of it because it just looks so grey and bland.
Have you flown on many Maxes yet?
A couple. Aero Mexico, Norwegian. I did actually across the pond when they first came out. So yeah, they're nice. They're nice to ride on actually, and they've decked them out quite nicely. They've got the whole the modern Boeing like blue sky, whatever it's called, going on down the cabin, which is pretty cool.
I'd say looking at them in windier weathers, we seem to see when we're doing our shows that the Maxes seem to handle a bit rougher weather a lot smoother than the standard 738s.
They are incredibly smooth aircraft. They really are. And like I say, my experiences with them has just been incredible. Everyone I've flown on. I'm trying to think on which other airlines I flew. I think I flew on a Blue Air one actually. Blue Air, the Romanian airline. I flew on them over to Bucharest, which was it was filthy, but that was by the by. It was still a nice plane to ride on, even as in a low cost config. It's nice, you know.
Yeah. And a message just coming from Mrs. Airliners Live saying there's a lot of new people in the chat just asking who we've got on. with us today. So we're very fortunate to be joined by Noel Phillips today. He's got an event raising money at the Runway Visitor Park today, and he's spending a quick hour with us at the top of today's show. Noel Phillips, a fantastic aviation vlog content creator on YouTube. We'll be sharing his links in the chat. And that kind of gives us a good opportunity to discuss your second channel, which many people may not know about as it's quite new.
Yeah, the pilot vlogs. So, I got my PPL back a couple of years ago. I originally got my PPL back in 2001, 2002, and then I ended up doing grown-up things like getting a house and stuff, and then I suddenly couldn't afford it anymore, and so that went well, didn't it? And then 20 years later, I'm sat there during COVID actually thinking, what's going to happen? Is my main channel going to die because I'm not going to be able to travel or anything? You know, it was very uncertain times, and I thought, you know what? I really want to start flying again. I've got a bit of time. So I'll go and see if I can do my PPL again, thinking I needed to do a full PPL or whatever. And I rang a couple of schools up, and they're like, your PPL never runs out. It's like an indefinite thing.
Okay.
You just have to renew the rating on it. So to get your single engine piston rating back, which is effectively entails a few hours with an instructor, and then do a check.
Okay, so you just go and do a few flights, and then they just make sure you're all right.
Absolutely, yeah. So I did it in one day. I did it all in one day. I went over to Sandtoft, which is just to the north of Doncaster in Scunthorpe. Got in a Cessna 172 with an instructor, and he's like, it literally just comes back to you straight away. It's incredible. It's like riding a bike. And it's weird because after all these years, I honestly thought I'd forgotten everything that I'd learned previously. It was literally like that. It was a black art to me. And then he's like, you're like a natural. It's like you've never stopped. I was like, wow, it's like it's incredible. Yeah.
And so do you rent planes?
I do.
You rent the planes and you just go all over the UK?
I do. So I rent from Galveston now, which is my local airfield up near Mansfield, and I rent their PA-28 and their Arrow as well, the retractable undercarriage, and fly all around the UK, just making. Travelling around, having a bit of fun and making videos as well. And
I guess that's the other side of things that people may not see as well is another avenue. I kind of find that with YouTube, if you're showing people something that they may not get to see themselves, that's where you really generate the interest. I guess being on board a plane is...
It is. And you know what, it's been so nice, the amount of people that have messaged me and said, you know what, I've just started my PPL because I've been inspired by your channel. And it's like, wow. And it's like, even like every week, like one or two people will message me, and you think how many people are going to be doing the PPLs and actually getting into flying and stuff as a result of this. It's really cool to actually...
It's not massively expensive either. I used to be under the impression you have to be like a multi-millionaire to be able to get into this, and obviously you say you rent a plane, and some people have shares in planes. Some people even buy them outright, and it's like all this isn't massive money.
It's expensive, don't get me wrong. I'm very lucky to be doing what I do. But that said, it's not as out of reach of people as people tend to think. That's the thing. It's like you can do that if, you know, a lot of people spend money on like motorbikes or doing up cars or things like that, and if you can compare the sorts of money that you're talking, it's probably a very similar amount to be able to fly a plane. So it's...
Do you have any sort of progression goals with that personally for yourself, or do you just want to kind of keep it as just a nice pastime hobby?
I do want to do more. I want to get my full instrument rating at some point when I can, because I'm on a restricted instrument rating at the minute, which means I can only do that in the UK. And I'd like to do my multi-engine at some point as well, which would be nice. But then it sort of makes everything more expensive, I guess. But then you get everywhere a bit quicker, so it's like sort of balances itself out a little bit. But it
must be hard for you to find the time to do these things as well.
It is. Well, it is and it isn't. I'm very fortunate that the job I do, doing this, means that I'm flexible in the week, and I can say, right, this week I'm going to take a day off and go flying. And I'm very lucky to be able to do that and then pull it in somewhere else, you know. So,
have you been into our local at all with Barton? Or have you got any plans to come to Barton?
No, I haven't flown in there yet. I am planning to be there very soon, actually. I want to fly in there at some point. The trouble with Manchester is the airspace is an absolute nightmare to get around. And I tend to give it a very wide berth, but I do want to fly into Barton at some point. And there is Doors to Manual, one of our event sponsors today. They are moving a 747 up there, actually, to Barton.
They are.
So I'm going to hopefully be up there to go and see that being put into place and stuff.
We're actually going to be based based there in the next couple of weeks. So if you're flying in, give us a nudge, and we literally just walk out to the airfield and film you.
There you go, live stream of a PA-28 landing.
Don't be bouncing it down there, because we'll all see it.
I promise nothing.
We were down at Barton on what day was that one? Was it Thursday? Because it was our squash day, and we were playing squash. That's what me and Martin do on Thursdays now. Try and keep in shape. Try. To see the results from that. And didn't we get a NOTAM from Barton saying that there was a Merlin? Oh, there was just military.
It was just military. They said the NOTAM said the field may be closed for circuits between 2:30 and 4 due to military training. Wow. So I sent a little email and just said, I know you're probably not allowed to tell me, but if you can give me any sort of idea what's going on, I'd really appreciate it. And fair play to the guys. They let us know what was happening, and we said, we'd love to come down and film it. Merlin helicopter comes in, and they take us right next to where it lands. We got some awesome footage of it landing. And
huge
it does a big flyby as well.
Huge shout out to Chris as well from Barton, and Liam as well. Chris gave us a tour of like the heli centre. He gave us a tour of the airfield, some of the hangars. They're so hospitable there, which is like another reason why Noel should visit, because they are really hospitable, and they'll get you on board and they'll show you around, and they're a great bunch of people who run Barton.
And I believe it's quite close to a massive Greggs as well, so that's another extra reason to go, isn't it? So
you're in the right place if you want to go.
Drive-through Greggs as well. I think it was the first drive-through Greggs.
We don't mess around there. Straight through, lob sausage rolls through the window. You don't even have to stop.
There's any KFCs around there, though, is there?
No.
Oh, that's all right. You can't. No, it's got to be Greggs in Manchester. There's a new video flying to Manchester for Greggs sausage rolls.
Listen, there you go. And I'll drive you to the Greggs if you want to have the cameo appearance. What's your go-to then? A sausage roll or a steak bake?
I like a sausage roll, but I do like the cheese and baked bean melt that they do.
Good shout.
It's nice.
Very good shout. Very good shout.
And they used to do an amazing Mexican baguette there as well, actually, which used to be amazing.
That was quite spicy, wasn't it?
It was really spicy, but it was amazing, and they stopped doing it. So I don't know why, but we can't get them anymore where we are. So
we only go to Greggs for one thing, and that's the yum-yums that they do there.
Yeah, they're good.
Yeah, they're really good. They're probably the best yum-yums you'll find then.
So having a quick look, we've only got Noel for the next 5 minutes or so. So I reckon, guys, for the next few minutes, if you want to get any questions in the chat,
we'll do a quick fire. I've got a few questions.
we've not really read too much of the chat out, guys, and the reason for that is because we're actually recording all of this as well. So we'll be putting some content together for you guys. So we wanted to kind of do this a bit more of a kind of a live podcast, which is why apologies we've not got to too many questions in the chat, but if you want to get any in there, and we'll try and grab some out.
We've just been talking non-stop, so if we were reading chat, it would have been like even more chaotic.
And Paul is saying it wouldn't be Airliners Live if we didn't have some sort of food chat.
Okay, I mean, let's stay on the topic of food. Have you been to the RVP cafe yet, or have you ever been there before?
We just had a really nice sausage not a sausage carb, a sausage
roll.
Balm.
Yes.
Sorry, I had to get it right. Very nice.
Done your research.
Very nice sausage for me breakfast this morning. Yes.
we are big fans. You may have heard on the stream of the chips they do here. So if you ever want a snack or like have an opportunity, get some chips.
That's at lunchtime.
Esther saying, what's your best destination that you've been to? I guess we're talking about.
Yeah, we mentioned that earlier, weren't we? Nepal is one of my favourites, to be fair. It's beautiful. Like literally, you land in there, the mountains are right up into the sky, like you've never seen. It's incredible. Like the video does Nepal no justice whatsoever. Right. It's absolutely just to look around and just see, surrounded by like mile-high mountains. It's just incredible. Yeah, very nice.
One question I have was. Your passport must get a lot of stamps, right? Have you filled it up before? Have you ever had to get a second one, or what's?
I'm literally at the minute. We were having this discussion the other day because after I got back from Africa, every country you go to is a visa country, and that takes an entire page up to stick like the sticker in.
Oh my gosh!
So I've got a double-sized passport. That's my because you can order like a double-sized one that's got like 50 pages in it.
Oh, right. Okay.
I got it in December 2020, and it's just over half full now. So I'm going to need to get get a second passport at some point, and also for when I'm sending them off for visas and stuff, because then it means I can't travel.
Yeah.
So
you got to get it in nice and early.
Exactly. So.
People probably don't see that admin side of your work, because you probably do a lot of research, a lot of planning, a lot of booking, a lot of logistics. And
that's like most of my job, if I'm honest. When I'm not flying, that's
a really good question that's just come in from Kev, actually, just saying, what's the first thing you do when you get into your house after a long trip?
Ooh.
Hug the kids. That's the first thing. They generally come running out to the street, which is amazing.
Yeah.
So give them a hug. Go upstairs and get a shower, because Rachel won't come anywhere near me then. Shower. And then generally it's a chippy tea, and just chill out on the settee with a chippy tea. That's generally the order of things.
Good.
It's like home. Like everything you can do to be at home. Maybe stick Only Fools and Horses on or something. Just really overdose.
Just really get back to the British feel.
Yeah, exactly.
What's the perfect pizza? That's something that we often get.
I like a Mighty Meaty. I do like them. With all the different chicken and everything on it. And
with tomato base.
Yeah.
Quite a good question from Samantha, actually, saying, does Noel having kids affect travelling, and what's your advice for parents wanting to travel? That's our Sam just to the side there.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, it's travelling with kids is a different thing. They don't travel with me typically on the trips, as you know. I do miss them so much when I'm away, and Rach as well, of course. It's much easier now than I imagine it would have been a few years ago, because we've got FaceTime and stuff, so we can stay in touch that way. But it does definitely make me crave for home a little bit more while I'm away. That's the only thing. But travelling with the kids as well, it's they're very good. They've been quite used to travelling on planes from a young age, really. So they're pretty decent travellers, really. Sam's first trip on a plane was to Australia when he was 18 months old. Wow. We went to Perth, so that was thrown in at the deep end then. So
how was that? Being just 18 months?
There was tough bits. There were tough bits.
Yeah.
But for the most part, it was really good. And we were on Emirates, and their cabin crew were just fantastic. To the point where they were taking him off to change him and stuff, and we were like, you don't need to do this. Literally, they're like, no, we do it. And it's like,
as if the cabin crew would do that.
Exactly. I know.
Awesome.
Isn't that incredible that they were doing that? We didn't need any of that. They were offering, and it was amazing. Incredible. And so they're very good travellers. The only issue we have is that we fly a little bit more in business class now, because I end up filming it for the channel. And I keep saying to Sam, there's going to become a time, mate, when you get 17, 18, you want to get on a plane to somewhere, you ain't going to be in business class, mate. It's no, it'll be fine. I'm thinking, you're saying that now, but you're not going to be...
a really nice bit, but you don't know what's going on back there.
Yeah, absolutely. That's
I think Lloyd kind of touches on something, so I'm just going to slightly adapt Lloyd's question just a little bit. I hope you don't mind,
go for it.
Lloyd. What would be the most expensive and the least expensive flight that you've done?
So the least expensive flight I've done cost me 1 pence each way. So I can tell you that one. That was Ryanair, of course. They had an offer on many years ago, and they were paying all the taxes for a period of time. And we flew to Cork from East Midlands on Ryanair, and that was 1p each way. So 2 pence return. So that was good. So that's my cheapest fare. The most expensive one. Probably, and it wasn't anything particularly special either. I mean, I suppose Emirates first class was quite expensive. That was £4,000 return to where was it to? Kuala Lumpur, I think.
Yeah.
It was £4,000 return. That was expensive. Even for me, that's more than I'd usually pay. But compared to the usual fare, it was like an error fare or something. So it was like a third of the price or something. So that's why.
And you're always looking for those deals, I assume.
Absolutely, yeah. But actually, the most expensive one I've paid, I think, on a cost per mile basis, was in Africa a few years ago, and I wanted to fly from Nairobi to Kilimanjaro because I'd got the rest of my trip coming up after that, and they emailed me a week out and said, you're the only person on the plane, so unless we get another 4 passengers, we're not going to send the plane. And I'm like, but literally I've got an entire trip based around me being on this flight on this day. And they're like, well, you can do it, but you're just going to have to pay for the 4 extra tickets. And I was like, oh my goodness. And it costed me something stupid, about 1,500 quid for a 1 hour flight or something on a Cessna Caravan. It wasn't even that great, but it was great. It was effectively a private jet, wasn't it, for that price? Which wasn't too bad. But I had to, because without that, then everything else would have just collapsed. And then, exactly.
I guess another question we had for our Q&A was, if you could have any job airside, what would it be?
I want to be the guy that drives a little pushback truck.
That was your
my
answer.
answer,
I've always wanted to do that. Yeah.
Looks really cool, doesn't it?
That'd be a good video. That if you could like sort something
Do you reckon
out.
they'd let me?
Yeah, mate. Just go in and just say, look, do you know who I am?
Hey, I used to tow a caravan many years ago, so it can't be much different, right? An A380.
Listen, you're in Manchester. You offer someone a sausage roll. I'm sure they'll let you do anything. There, I think we are running out of time with Noel, which is.
I'm going to have to shoot in a minute.
It is a
Yeah,
shame.
I
Yes.
think people might be turning up, but if nobody turns up, I'll be back. So when we.
But no, mate. I appreciate you taking the time to do this with us. You're more than welcome to come back anytime. And obviously, again, if you are at Barton, then please let us know because we'll be there.
Yeah, absolutely, we'll do.
What time's the event on till today?
Till 4 o'clock today.
So we finished at about 1:30.
We do.
Yeah, come on down afterwards. Yeah, absolutely.
With some photos and videos of it and have a look around.
Definitely.
Amazing. And then drop me a message as well. We'll get a donation put in for your charity stream from today's stream as well.
Definitely, yeah, we'll get that sent over.
And
I'm curious with the chat, right? If you're watching in the chat and you watch Noel on YouTube or Facebook already or any other platform, or you subscribe to him, can we get a yay in the chat? I'm just curious about numbers as well.
Yeah,
just to see what that crossover is.
Might get 3, maybe 4.
Hey, you might be surprised, mate. It'll take a second to get through. But
yeah. But yeah, appreciate it. Do you want to give one last shout out to Noel as like your event here, or what you do, and just send people over to the channel?
Well, thanks for having me here. That's I do when this EasyJet moves out of my way with the noise. But my aviation videos and stuff. So give me a follow if you're interested in that sort of stuff on. YouTube, Noel Phillips is my name. Just give me a search and I'm on there, and you can see me whinging my way around the world on different airlines. And the event here as well, of course, if you're down here, Air Ability, we're doing it in Adolf today, raising a bit of money for them. Fantastic charity, go check them out. I'll send you the link if you could. But very kindly put that in. And they help disabled people learn to fly, and just check out the work that they do online. It's absolutely inspiring, some of the stuff they do with like kids and stuff like that as well. So it's really, really cool. So
appreciate it, Noel. Thanks for joining us today.
We'll
let you get back to your event, mate. And
awesome.
Chat, give us a couple of seconds. We're just going to wrap up here, and then we will be back for the rest of today's show.
Yeah, Matt, if you could stay on the camera for another 5 minutes, and then I'll jump on for you. Okay?
No problem.
So I'll just
amazing. Thank you very much, guys. Stand by, chat. We will be right back.
Yep. A huge shout out to Matt Smith up on the camera as well, doing a great job jumping on the camera for the first hour of the show. So I'll be jumping on the camera in a moment. Apologies for not reading any donations and things like that, and memberships. Obviously, we've been talking non-stop constantly, but we'll go back and try and read some as well.
Awesome, yeah. Nice one.
We'll
BRB.
be in touch.
Awesome, yeah. Cheers.
Nice one.
I'll see you later today anyway.
Quick photo. Oh yeah, we go.
Yeah. Can you get a photo of us there?
No. That's not what I'm here for.
No, can you just pop up for 1 minute?
Yeah.
Yes, you will.
Just a sec. Yeah.
No, I didn't. That's nice.
Thanks a lot. We'll pop over when
Yeah,
like I say, anything that comes in today, we'll just drop it.
Thank you. Upstairs. Yeah, cheers.
So we're going to have on the screen, we're going to have... I need to get a headset upstairs.
Yeah, so you just need to swap.
And then is Matt going to join the stream?
Whatever, I don't mind.
But you can stick around, Sam, if you like. Just wait there.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I am back. We're just going to do a quick cameraman swap. We need to do a very quick audio swap as well, just to get a microphone upstairs for Andy. I hope you enjoyed that segment of the show, guys. It's the first time we've had a special guest on the show, so a big thanks again to Noel for joining us there. Really enjoyed that. Take this one, Andy, if you want. Yeah, that was awesome. I hope you guys enjoyed it as well. Big thanks to all of you guys for donating while we were doing that segment. Apologies we weren't reading out donations, but obviously because we were filming the vlog at the same time, we just wanted to keep it nice and clean just so that we can make some edits from it for you guys as well. So yeah, what have we done? That's me. There we go. But yeah, no, it's awesome. Has Noel Phillips got his videos on YouTube? Yes. Yeah. So go and check out Noel Phillips on YouTube. I think, let me know yay or nays in the chat whether you thought that way of doing the interviews works on our shows, because we tried to make it a bit more of a podcast, and I know we were tracking the aircraft as they were landing and stuff, but for that first hour we were just focusing on having a good chat with Noel. And if you enjoyed it, guys, we can definitely look at trying to do some more of that in the future. One thing to just increase, Andy, as well, will be audio for aviation as well.
Okay, was that really quiet?
Yeah. Well done, Matt. Thank you, mate. That was buzzing. Nice one. Yeah, you guys enjoying it. Any idea on future guests? No, we've not. This is the very first one we've done, Nathan. So, yeah, it's something completely new for us. It was awesome because Noel is doing his event here, and he reached out to us and just said, "Oh, I'm going to be in Manchester, and he'd like to have a chat." And yeah, we were super lucky to meet up with him, and yeah, he's took the time out. He's actually come down early because his event didn't start till 11. So fair play to Noel. He started early just to come and do an hour with us, which is great. And we got a lot of respect for Noel here on Airliners Live. He's done a lot for us behind the scenes. He's gave me and Andy a huge amount of advice about Facebook content, YouTube content, really give us some good guiding sort of instructions on running the channel. So we've kind of been close to Noel for a while. So yeah, it's a pleasure to actually get him on the show. Jeanette McKenzie, thank you very much for the £20 super chat. What's happening here? Andy's messing around upstairs, I think. Can you still hear me in the chat? You let Andy know I've lost all my audio. Andy? Okay, there we go. I think I'm back. Sorry guys, Jeanette McKenzie, thank you very much for the £20 super chat, saying loved it. Thank you for that, it's made my day. No worries, Jeanette. And as we say, guys, donations that come in on today's show, we will send to Noel Phillips' charity event today, just to show our appreciation for him being on the show. Oh nice, Antisa, that's awesome, dude. All loud and clear, sounds okay. We can hear you. Okay, good. Maybe I just lost my headphones then. I'm just having a look on the radar so we can get back into the aviation segment of today's show. We've got the Aer Lingus A380, which is just about to taxi out, heading to Orlando. So a nice heavy departure for us. I think it's going to be on the south side, but we should see that taxiing out. And a huge thank you to all of those VIPs who have pre-ordered tags for those who can't get to the aviation fair. A big thank you to you guys. And we're just switching over on the camera, guys, and we'll be right back with the show as and when we can. Get the sales director and Sarah Deck on next. Can you imagine? Leah, thank you very much for the £2 super chat, saying morning. Please say hello to hubby Sam Oliver. There you go, Sam. A very warm welcome to you. Thank you very much for supporting the channel, guys, as well. Great chat with Noel. I enjoyed that. Yeah, cheers, dude. I really enjoyed it. I love Noel's content. So for us to have him on, it was a real pleasure. Okay, cheers, Beljuice. Thanks for the feedback, mate. Patriot 2, just be patient, dude. It's fine, mate. Stand by, guys. It sounds like Andy's having a right nightmare up there. Just hold on.
Just taxiing out for take-off there. We have an Airbus A380-300. Tail is flight 935. That will shortly be departing for Orlando.
Here in the cafe that runs such a long haul flight. So this flight, around about mid-90s, I think, 1993, they did some long haul flights to New York via Shannon. Rather than actually custom those in Shannon, so you just be okay in New York. But that lasted about a year and a half, and they stopped it. But they've always been a long-term operating command. They've been operating since certainly the early 60s, probably late 50s, various airplanes, Qatar airplanes, such as Viscounts, F-27, and then they had a spell of 111s, a lot of time with 737s.
Okay, I can hear it now, so I've just got to use the two headphones.
The ATRs on the A320s.
Okay, check. Right, we should be good.
Okay, we got there.
Yes, I can hear you now. Check. There we go, perfect.
And is the other headset working as if you tap it?
Well, I can hear your voice.
I mean the one that you've got down there? Yeah, okay, cool.
Okay. Lloyd, so the only bit we were recording at today's show is the section with Noel, so that's finished now.
Yep, apologies for that, ladies and gents. I had to change the headset. I think one of the headsets aren't working, the audio, so I have to switch it over. There we go, back on the camera.
And just touching down is a Jet 2 from Girona, 737-800.
Yeah, huge shout out to Mod Mats for jumping on the camera for the first hour there as well, while me and Martin just ran the stream from downstairs with special star guest Noel Phillips, who did an amazing job appearing in our stream and was very entertaining as well. I do need to turn the audio up as well. I'll do that in a moment.
It sounds okay to me.
Aer Lingus A330 now starting its takeoff roll.
And here he is. Mod Matt has joined me downstairs in the studio. How was it?
Come on, everyone.
What did you reckon? Quite good, wasn't it?
I'll tell you what, it was pretty good. I didn't read much of the chat and that, but he seemed to go down really, really well.
Yeah.
Really well. How did you find that, ladies and gents? Was it a good little change for a Saturday morning for you, is that?
Yeah. I think one thing I was really I really wanted it to be more of just a nice, relaxed chat.
Okay.
And I think we got that. I think if Airliners Live was to ever kind of do a podcast, it would kind of just be that vibe of just having a chat.
Yeah.
You know, rather than necessarily just having this is, you have to answer this and then we go on to this.
Originally we planned like a Q&A, a bit of a Q&A at the start, but obviously with time constraints and whatnot, that we didn't end up having time for that. But like I said, it's just glad to have his time, and please try and support his event down here, ladies and gents, today.
Steve Ford, how do I renew my gifted membership? I think you have to wait for it to expire, Steve. And once it's expired, you can then sign up.
Yeah, I think that's right. Yeah.
I think that's the way you have to do it. So just keep an eye on that, mate. But,
just seeing the BA Dornier there on stand. We see her come in sometimes on our evening shows, don't we? It's on our Wednesday evening show.
Yep, correct.
She usually comes in from Cambridge. I don't know how long she stays there for, though. Never seen it go out.
I think it just does an overnight, Andy.
Okay.
Ian Beddoes, welcome to Premium Economy, brand new VIP. Thank you very much. I think we missed a 20 from Kelvin Jones as well, that's coming in for Noel's charity. So thank you very much, Kelvin. as I say, Airliners Live will make a donation today of the super chats to Noel's charity event, guys. So if you do want to support him on that, then feel free. Thank you very much, everyone who's donated so far. And I know we did get some bigger donations earlier on. I just want to say a big blanket thank you to all of you people. I'm sorry we can't go back and thank each one of you individually, but you know, on Airliners Live we always do that on a
always
regular
appreciative.
show.
Always appreciative
what I mean?
of whatever you can donate, whether it's been a quid or 20. It doesn't make any difference to us. Thank you very much.
Yeah, and Ian Beddoes just saying, had the message this morning that mine had expired, so I've renewed it now. Amazing, Ian. Thank you very much for deciding to continue that membership. I'm glad you're enjoying VIP. And Steve just saying, was a top interview. Chat very relaxed. Don't change things, guys. Yeah, I think it kind of fits in with the way we do. We do the Airliners Live.
We could have really just hyped it and hyped it and hyped it and hyped it and hyped it, but we just kept it standard, kept things the same.
I quite like just having a. I think when you sit back and you have a chat with people, and you just kind of let the chat kind of organically just develop, flow. I think you get a lot more natural content from it.
I totally agree with that. Yep.
And I know Lee just giving us a nudge that we did get a mega bong in from Kevin D as well whilst we were doing that interview. Thank you very much, Kevin. That's huge, mate. And like I say, we will donate that to Noel's charity for today.
Yep.
Thank you very much.
Logan, Embraer ERJ 145 is on the approach now, and it's going to be followed by a Sun Express.
Okay.
But it's one of the blank white planes. It's been leased by Aviation.
Is it me? And I don't know if I've been distracted by our chat with Noel. It seems very, very quiet today.
For a Saturday, yeah.
Well, it's an off-schedule day, I guess. I don't think we've ever done a Saturday, not for a long time.
That's what I mean. Like, a Saturday's usually this quiet?
Not sure.
It does seem quite quiet.
Obviously, Sunday's our main day, and usually Sunday gets a lot of viewers. But
I'm talking in terms of plane movements.
I'm
not talking in terms of chat.
I was actually struggling up there for stuff to actually
to look at
and film and stuff.
Yeah. So we'll be sticking with Sundays going forwards, obviously, as we always have done. This is just a one-off that we moved the Sunday to the Saturday.
Only just seen that.
Just for the this weekend, and then back next weekend we'll be back to Sunday.
It's liveried up that, I think.
Don't forget the Wednesday show as well this week, ladies and gents. We've changed the Wednesday from a morning 10 o'clock schedule. We've changed it to the 4 o'clock in the afternoon schedule.
Now, VIPs, obviously it's a secret between us VIPs. Got to have an early preview of the special merch item that is coming to the Airliners Live store from the 23rd of July onwards. Now, we originally said that you can only purchase them at the TAS Fair, which is on the 23rd of July in person, and then the remaining stock will go online. We did a little pre-order. If any VIPs have missed this or would like to partake in this, shall we say, just keeping it very vague, I think there's about 10 left for pre-order.
Yes, there is. I think there's pretty. I'll give you an exact number, but I wouldn't say you're far off there, Andy.
Yeah, it was about 10 this morning when I left the house, I think. So,
yeah, we got 11.
11. There you go.
11 left. That's on the VIP pre-order, guys. Don't panic. We've got 150 that we're going to be bringing to the fair, and for those of you who really want something special, of those 150, there are 3 or 4 that are going to be more expensive than the rest because they've got a very unique number.
Is it a number, right? Okay.
So for those of you who want something just a little bit extra special, we're going to frame those up, and when you come to the stand, you'll see them. They'll be framed up, and you can grab that extra special number. That may give you a bit of a hint as to what the product is. But yeah, for those of you guys who are coming to the fair, maybe you want to support with the new product, but you want just a little bit extra special, then you can get one of the nice number.
Are these low numbers, these as well?
No, they're not low numbers. They're just like consecutive numbers.
Yeah, specific numbers. Okay.
This is all very cryptic as well for those in the chat who don't know what it is. You'll find out soon.
All be revealed.
Yeah. There's that Logan Air Embraer 145. Completely different build to the other Embraers because the engines are mounted at the rear, right near the tail.
Big thanks to Tel Edwards with a £1.79 super chat. It says all aboard the £1 NOEL charity train.
Cheers, Tel. Appreciate it. Yes, all the donations on today's live show will go towards Airability and NOEL's fundraiser he's running for them.
And also a £2 super chat from Jeanette Mackenzie, top supporter, and she says simply choo choo.
Great view there of the Logan Air. Let us know how loud the Aviation audio is, if it's loud enough for you guys. I can turn it up a little bit if needed.
And Lee Davies, thank you very much for the £20 super chat, saying get well soon, John Lawson. I bring cash, so no mugging, please. Yeah, just a note for the fair, guys. We will have some change, but we would much prefer you guys to pay with card if possible. So please plan to pay for any merch you want with card if you possibly can, guys. That'd really help us out. And Laurie, thank you very much for the $10 super chat. Really appreciate that, Laurie, with the choo-choo as well, jumping on that train, just as Jane Chu is as well, and Mike James.
Also, Carl Crawford with a £2 as well, just a bit further up the chat there, mate.
Yeah.
Thank you, guys.
He's such a cool guy, though, Noel. He's so approachable and friendly, and you have no issues like talking to him, and he's very open, like talks about anything, really, doesn't he? It's great to ask him a few questions at the end there as well.
So here's the Avion. It's being operated by Sun Express, this one. Just a normal blank canvas.
Oh, really? Usually Sun Express bring their own aircraft to Manchester Airport. Casper the Friendly Ghost.
And having a look on the ground, just getting pushed back is the TUI Dreamliner from Montego Bay. That's a Dash 8 today, and we'll be seeing that on the taxi out very shortly. Also got a Lufthansa on the move as well, heading back to Munich, and that's currently facing its cousin, who's also heading out. No destination for that one yet. Company traffic just looking right at each other there on the old parking stands.
No destination on this one.
Hey. And Casper just in from Antalya. And Wirral Ken, thank you very much for upgrading your membership, dude, to business class, making the most of that extra leg room.
Cheers, Ken.
Cheers, dude. You get discount on merchandise now, Ken. If you look at the perks of your membership, there should be a code in there for you to use on our merch store, mate. Where's the shop going to be? So we are at the Runway Visitor Park TAS Memorabilia Fair on July the 23rd. We don't have an exact location of where around Concord we're going to be yet. We'll probably find that out a lot closer to the time, and then we'll let you know. But you can't miss us, guys. You'll come down, there'll be a big Airliners Live banner. You'll see me and Andy and the team will all be there.
Are we going to try and beg you the same spot as last time?
Well, it depends. I think she's got a regular that may be in there, but if not, we'd love to be in the same spot as last time,
Brussels 319's on the taxi out as well now, ladies and gents.
Robin Giles, thank you very much for the £5 super chat, saying well done to Matt Smith on his camera work this morning. Good job from Robin.
Well, thank you very much.
Yeah, I thought you did a great job, Matt.
Cheers.
And Paul with a £2 saying on board the Noel Phillips charity train. Thank you, guys.
I kind of forgot you were on, Matt, to be honest. It was just that good and that consistent. There was no issues, so I kind of just...
Oh, you'll have me blushing in a minute.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's that good.
It's all we need, mate.
Ryanair on the touchdown there from Malaga. Flight time of 2.5 hours.
Show today is going to run till 1:30, folks. I actually need to nip out this afternoon, so we will be wrapping up on time. But loads of aviation action still to come before then, including the arrival of the Emirates A380, which is fantastic.
That'd be great.
Mickey Hall, thank you very much for the £2 super chat joining that charity train. Thank you very much. And Mr. Owen Flemo with the 414.9 saying can't wait to meet Airliners live at the TAS Fair. I'm a massive fan. Well, your band, mate, so you ain't coming in. Carwyn Davies, thank you very much for the 50 New Zealand dollars.
Let's see them mega bongs. Come on.
Saying evening, Martin and Andy, and thanks for inviting Noel on the show. I've been a member for 2 months on Airliners Live. This big donation is for Noel's charity, as it might help a lot with what he said. Stay safe to you guys in Manchester. Thank you very much, Colin. We'll make sure that gets to Noel.
Cheers, Colin.
And First Flights, thank you very much for the 179 super chat saying you do perfect plane spotting all day. Good work. Thank you very much, guys. And we do have the Airliners Live big annual fundraiser, which is going to be taking place in September. The date for that still needs to be announced.
Yeah, to be
But just bear in mind that Airliners Live does a massive annual charity live stream, and we'll bring you more information of that as and when we can. Loads of prizes to be won during that stream, and obviously the finances going to a great cause as well.
Cheers, Lou Pip, for the £1 super chat, jumping on the choo-choo train.
Yeah, and for some reason, Samantha, who sat next to me, has just joined Premium Economy.
What's going on there? Sneak that in there.
Where's the business class?
Yeah. Executive. Where's the executive?
The executive club.
You got.
You've got to be flexing, man. Flexing. Show your executive suite out, man.
You've got access to all those emotes. Now, it is a shame on YouTube that we can't gift our moderators emotes. But there we go. Why is Sam not on moderator?
Well played, Sam.
Sort that out, shall we?
I said that yesterday, didn't I? Getting modded up.
Oh yeah, good shout.
Come on. Slacking here.
I can either, chat, hide the user from the channel with a yay, or I can make her a moderator with a nay. let's vote. So in the next 5 minutes, you're either going to be banned or you're going to have all the power in the world.
Can I just go to the mouth?
I'm only joking. We've moderated you now, so use that spanner in style.
Yeah.
I can't even respond to me over breakfast.
Emirates is 20 minutes out, and the Iceland Air specials are only 25 minutes out now, ladies and gents. The Iceland Air in the 80 years of aviation livery to date.
Hyped, and I've only got my wide-angle lens on today, so I'll just be grabbing some footage from the stream, I think.
I think you have to shoot through the fence.
Mate, it's 14 mil. Even if I shoot through the fence, it'll still look miles away.
Still look like it's on the other runway.
You know what I mean? Chris Luby, thank you very much, and Jake, thank you very much for joining the charity train, guys. And Louise, welcome back, business class member for 8 months, saying thanks, guys. Team gets bigger and bigger even when Martin's on TV playing darts.
Oh, I think she's on a bit of a clip she put in the VIP the other day. Yeah.
I've seen that. Yeah.
A lot of people doing that recently, putting like doppelgangers of you and
I didn't think that guy really looked like me, to be honest.
What was the lad who looked like me? Like,
I don't know.
Britain's Got Talent or something.
NetJet's Embraer 300 just taxiing past us at the RVP. Yep. That's flew in from Stansted. It's only like a 33-minute hop up from there.
I noticed there's an Elon Musk jet tracker in Twitter feed where you can follow it and it tells you where Elon Musk is flying around the world.
Yeah, Elon Musk isn't a fan of that, is he?
Probably not.
He actually offered the guy, I think he offered him like $5,000 or something to take the app down, and the guy just said, no, mate, you're going to have to do better than that.
Don't be following my flights.
A couple of Lufthansa's looking to cross. Company traffic following each other. We got Munich and Frankfurt flights.
The 320's waiting for this landing. Logan Air, I think it is.
Yes, that's followed by the Brussels back to Brussels and a Ryanair with no destination. Just touching down, as Matt says, the Logan Air ATR 72 in from Aberdeen.
Nice and busy on the ground here at the moment.
See those blurry.
It's done a go around. I'm not sure why it's gone around, actually.
Graham Thomas, no, it's not.
It's gone around.
Well, I guess it's not my Mrs. Airliners Live. It's probably Andy's Mrs. Airliners Live today. Jen's at home today, but we've got Sam here with Mr. Brownbill today.
Mm-hmm. Not often you see one of them do a go around, you know.
I know. I wonder why, because the runway wasn't exactly.
Very seldom you see that.
Yeah. Might have been
might have noticed something on the approach or on the runway there.
Yeah, either that or it was just the aircraft wasn't ready for the touchdown. You know, maybe something in the cabin.
Yep.
Maybe not settled for the touchdown.
So right then this is now that Logan Air will track right over the city centre and whatnot.
And circle round.
And get himself back on the ILS and make another approach there. Dreamliner's on the way out.
Mega bongs in the chat for Jonathan Earnshaw with the £50 super chat saying, great work, guys. And great to have Noel join us this morning. Happy Saturday. Well, thank you very much, Jonathan. Really appreciate that super chat. And as I say, the super chats today we are going to donate to Noel's charity fundraiser, which is why he's at Manchester today and why we were able to get him on the show. So, yeah, thank you very much for that, dude. And,
huge thanks, Jonathan.
Mike Davies, cheers for the 179. Appreciate that, dude. Supporting the channel and Noel's fundraiser today.
The 2E Dreamliner is waiting for the EasyJet's touchdown next.
Yep. That's in from Barcelona, an A319. So shorter than the A320s that we usually see. But who saw the video of the Merlin at Barton, guys, that Andy put on Facebook? We were so lucky, and a huge thanks to everyone at Barton for giving us such great hospitality the other day on Thursday. We had an absolutely fantastic trip. We were treated to a tour around the airfield in the ops pickup truck. We went everywhere. We went to the heliport. They showed us through the hangars, and then they brought us airside for the Merlin getting refueled and taking off, and then it did a low fly past the tower. It like buzzed the tower as
Must
it
have got
left.
some class content yesterday.
Oh mate, the video was amazing. Me pictures I absolutely love. I got a picture on Instagram yesterday, but I've got just tons of pictures. But yeah, if you saw the video, guys, let us know your thoughts on that, because it was something else, wasn't it, Andy?
Really good, yeah. We were so close. We actually got the blast from it when it was touching down, for example.
You could really see that and feel that on the video, on the clip there, you know?
Well, you saw the aircraft was coming in, and then it just tilted just a bit, and it was just enough to just send the wind just right at us.
Yeah.
Is that a normal taxi for a big helicopter like that to land there? Like, is
So
it,
usually
he seemed to like taxi, and then he was hovering for a while, and then he had to
lands there.
yeah.
So that's where they usually, if military come in at Barton, they usually get refueled there.
Okay,
That's kind of how it works.
all right.
I've seen Apaches there before. Chinooks usually land there, and then we had the Merlins there. There were 3 Merlins in there before as well. Yeah, they always chuck them there. Yeah, Airliners Live is actually going to be based at Barton as of next week. We've got a little editing room there, which is fantastic. So we're going to be probably bringing you a lot more Barton content, guys, because it's going to be right on our doorstep, which is we're really, really excited about that. And it's been something that's been in the works for a while. And yeah, we're super, super hyped that we can be working in such a fantastic space. Unfortunately, merchandise has kind of taken over my house.
Literally flooded your office, hasn't it, really?
Literally, I cannot move in there, especially with the new orders that have just arrived. And then we've got Christmas coming up as well, so we need a load of stuff. So
on a scale of 1 to 10, how much is it doing Jen's head in?
Probably a good 7 or 8.
Yeah, because the second bedroom in yours is just not usable, is it? It's just
we just don't have a second bedroom anymore. It's just a storage room. So it was about time that Airliners Live just got somewhere to, store everything and operate out of. So
it's looking like now the Loganair is just turning back onto the approach again, and he's going to be followed by the Emirates Super. So
amazing. When's the next Vancouver show? I think it's going to be the first week of July.
So this week.
Oh, it's this week, yeah. Wow, that's gone quick.
Henry back after his break.
There goes the Brussels in the new livery.
A lot of people have missed the Vancouver. I've been asking where he is, and
well, he's been on holiday for a couple of weeks, Henry. It was planned. We knew he was going away for a few weeks.
Yep. And obviously, a few weeks before that, we were having a few technical issues.
Yeah,
he had the same setup in terms of networking that we used to have on the channel.
Yeah.
With Teradek, of course, and you all know how that went. So
hopefully he gets his new dongles in time. Yeah. Otherwise, the first show back will probably be on the Teradek. I'll need to speak to him tonight, actually.
Yep. So you all know the situation with Teradek. We are using a new company for our live streaming equipment, and it's been fantastic since.
Yes. It's just night and day. Our life has just been so much easier since we switched, honestly. So that's
lovely on the way out to Frankfurt.
That's
yeah,
it.
because on occasions like today where we had to be live for sort of, I know we were like 2 minutes late, I think, in total, but that was just because we were still briefing and getting audio set up. But you know, on days like today, like you really could not deal with something like a pterodactyl.
No,
you know,
well, that's what I mean.
A network drop out or something like that.
It would have been a disaster. And that's what we like, is now we're just able to we need to be able to rely on our equipment.
Yeah.
And we can rely on the new equipment.
Yeah.
And we were relying on it so much that me and Andy were downstairs and we left it all with you upstairs, and we know it's not going to be an issue.
The pterodactyl was becoming a real monkey on your back, weren't it? See?
Well, that's what I mean. If it was a pterodactyl, we'd have to have the thing down here and be watching it the whole time.
Of course, yeah.
So
and monitoring its heat and making sure it won't get all heated and making sure this. Yeah.
It's pain.
Too many dilemmas.
Not a bad shout, Terry. It's something that we're looking at, but unfortunately it won't be in time for the merch store. For the fair. But it is something that we're looking at for the merch store. A very good quality pen, Terry, actually. So watch this space, Terry Edwards. Watch this space.
So the Montego Bay 2-way flight, Bravo Yankee 114 is just starting its takeoff approach. Takeoff, roll.
Welcome to everyone tuning in on Twitch as well. Thank you very much, guys. Hope you're doing well. Sorry we've not really shouted too many of you guys out.
Hey, Twitch crew.
Hope you're all doing well. Cheers, Sonny, for getting your order in, mate. I've just seen that message up there. For those VIPs who do want to pre-order the mystery item if you cannot get to the fair, and I stress it's only because you cannot get to the fair, because we'll have plenty in stock for you guys who are coming. You can place a pre-order for the item, and that will ship out after the fair is done.
Yeah, if you can't make it to the fair, you kind of don't have to pay shipping costs. That means you can also pick the number that you want as well, because they're all uniquely numbered.
Yeah.
And you also get them a bit sooner, because we're not going to ship them out till after the fair, so you'll get them quicker if you just go to the fair.
And you can also pick the number that you want as well. And as I say, there's going to be 3 or 4 really special numbers that we're going to put to one side.
That's my plan.
Yeah?
Yeah. I'm being stealthy.
Yeah, I know Sam wants to buy one as well.
Amazing. Let's have a look.
They're really good. They had such a positive reception. So, ladies and gents, for those who aren't VIPs of the channel, we did a VIP live stream on Facebook. On YouTube, where we unveiled what the mystery item is, and they were, for the next 24 hours, orders were just constant. Yeah.
And for anyone who has become a VIP today, you can actually go back and watch that video and place your pre-order if you wish, guys. So feel free to do that.
Get the special password.
And Bob says, morning, guys. I became a year older this week. I hope you had a great birthday, Bob. And my wife presented me with a 380 King t-shirt.
Wow.
There you go, Bob. I'm glad you like it, mate. I hope you had a great birthday as well.
I mean, there's highlights of your birthday, and then there's that in there, you know what I mean?
Yeah, great stuff. I've got mine on today, actually. It's that's my favourite design of all the designs in Elena's Live store. And every design we have on Elena's Live is original. So we've designed it in-house, every single one.
Yeah.
So none of it's like generic stuff. It's all unique to the channel.
So on the approach now, Andy, we've got the Loganers having a second attempt here now, mate.
Okay, so yeah, they don't usually struggle, the ATRs. Even in windy conditions, they can, as we've seen at the Lanzarote special, they hand fly them so well, don't they, the ATRs, in windy conditions and everything, that not much can stop them from getting down, which is impressive because they're very light and small.
If there was anywhere I thought I'd see an ATR doing a go around, it would have been Lanza.
And you didn't see any, and now you've seen one here at Manchester in pretty ideal conditions as well. Lanzarote, we did a Lanzarote bonus show. Was it in March? I think it was in March.
Yeah, around March.
March, just a few months ago, basically. And the winds were like gusting 33 knots while we were there. It was properly windy. Like, we have a pretty solid tripod setup, and that was like occasionally getting blown over. It was like really harsh winds, and we didn't see a single go around, which was mental because there was such a crosswind as well.
Following this Loganet in will be the A380 King of the Skies, so we'll let you enjoy this arrival, guys, in its entirety, and we will be back with you after the 380 has touched down.
which is probably about 4,000 pages long, which is even more so now. And that's got all the information for aerodromes and all the en route time.
Joanna Smith, thank you very much for the 449 super chat. Can't wait to see you all at the show. Me and my dad will be there with our £30 for the said mystery item. Thanks for an amazing satch. Hey, you're welcome, Joanna. Just want to get that in before the A380 arrives. Enjoy this, guys.
A380, the world's largest passenger aircraft. Twin decks on this aircraft. This aircraft contributed slightly differently with others, but this particular aircraft has 14 first-class suites, 76 business class seats upstairs, where they also have showers and a walk-on bar, water park. Downstairs, this aircraft has 399 economy class seats. This particular aircraft, the A380, 92 people could sit outside and this aircraft alone. But that's two the motor are 51 metres apart, so only the two indoor cabins are swift. That's to avoid the possibility that the outboard engine will go swift would pick up debris from the remote surroundings.
Raul Medrano tuning in from Spain on Twitch, and Darwi, great to see you guys. And Flywoman Spain is also tuning in from Spain. A lot of Spanish viewers in the Twitch chat today. Hope you enjoyed that arrival of the A380. Chris Luby, thank you very much for the 380 super chat coming in. Appreciate that. And Jim C, thank you very much for the 179 super chat as well, saying loving the channel and the amazing content. Thank you very much, Jim.
Thank you all. Appreciate it. If you haven't hit the like button yet on YouTube, make sure you do so.
And Joshua, thank you very much for the 179 super chat as well, dude. Thank you very much, mate. Glad you enjoyed the pick of the A380s over the UK. That was cool. That was really good.
Iceland Air, 5 minutes.
Oh, okay, amazing. So yeah, we'll get a good recording of this. We do have a special Iceland Air on the way in, guys. 757, which is going to be one to catch. The 80 years of aviation livery. See it? Come get a picture of that, how are you? Yep. Now you're looking at all the mountains on it. That's it, I'm being left in here now to myself. Enjoy.
Yeah, so this Glacier livery we'll see coming in from Iceland Air in about 5 minutes' time. is a special we've not seen on the channel yet, and it looks absolutely beautiful just from the photos I've seen. It'll be amazing to see that in person and live on the channel.
And just flying over the top of us is the Air Canada 777 in the old scheme. That's left Toronto, bound for Amsterdam. So only 40 minutes left of a flight that started 5 hours 40 minutes ago. Papcash, thank you very much. Glad you're enjoying the channel, dude.
Great sound there as the Emirates A380 taxis past us.
I don't know if you're getting a really nasty earthing noise.
Yeah, it's only in the ear that's not. It's in the left ear for me.
It's not for me.
Alright. It's because one of the channels aren't earthed. Because one of them's not using balance, is it?
No, that's just got 10 times worse. It's literally in the last 3 seconds got really bad.
Alright, so next up we've got, I think, is this going to be the 7.5?
No, that's a Ryanair, so if you can have a look at that while it's Ryanair's coming in, because I won't be able to hear it if I go up there.
Yeah, I suppose so.
Pop over to the aviation shop, where there's some much more reasonably priced models of the Emirates A380, along with all kinds of other aircraft memorabilia. There's clothing, a small section there for the children, with gliders, models, all kinds of things. Also some binoculars, radios, where you can listen into air traffic control. I'm sure the gentleman in the shop there today will be able to set that up for you.
Yeah, Terry, it's on our internal comms, mate. It's awful.
Yeah. I think I know what it's called, isn't it? But it's just leave it, I'll sort it.
Yeah, it's not like the tiny noise we usually hear. It's like really, really loud.
Yeah, I know what it is. One moment.
What have you just done?
Just moved the Ethernet cable off.
Okay, it's that.
Yeah.
Whatever you've just moved, it's that. Yeah. It's completely gone now. Oh, that's nice. It's gone now. Woo! There we go, right. That's so weird. It was the Ethernet cable.
Yeah, it was
There's definitely a grounding issue then.
Yeah, I was leaning against it.
I think when we get to the office, we can get a soldering iron and just fix all of these headsets.
Yeah, well, it's because one of them's not a balanced cable, and the other ones are.
Got you.
So that's no worries. There's a Ryanair just touching down, 737-800, and I think is it the next one is the Icelander? You say?
Yes.
So we'll get a nice zoom in of that on the approach. Have a look at this. Let us know in the chat what you think about this Icelander special livery as well. Is it your favourite? Because obviously we're comparing it to the a Heckler Aurora, which is a really, really nice. There you go. You can see the blue on the fuselage there. Very nice shade of blue. On the Icelandair 757. I was going to turn the external audio up a bit as well. I'll do that as well.
Yeah. Darwin, no, it's not. Imagine.
Here she is arriving in the sun as well. The sun has made an appearance. Bit of a crosswind to play with here. She's doing all right though.
Lovely first stream on this aircraft.
And here she is, slowing down pretty quick as well, which is good. Might just make the rapid exit taxiway ahead of us.
Amazing.
Looking so good.
This Icelandair sporting the 80 years of aviation livery. Icelandair do some of the best special aircraft, special schemes in the world, in our opinion. Looking amazing.
That does look great.
I wonder if it's something that they'll transition across to their other aircraft as the 757s begin to be phased out. If we'll see special liveries like that again.
That'd be nice. Be very hard to compete with the current specials.
It would. Hey, Paul Davies is in the chat. I bet you loved that one, mate, didn't you? What a livery that is. Hope you're doing well, pal. Great to see you, dude.
Really big wing bounce there on the Ryanair.
Yeah, you do see the wing flex a lot more on the 7.3s than you do the Airbus aircraft. Got 3 aircraft now on the approach into Manchester, which is great to see. We've got the Pegasus that's in from Istanbul. and Ryanair following that in from Barcelona. And just joining behind is an EasyJet from Jersey, and soon to be 4 aircraft on the approach as the Aer Lingus regional ATR is just making the right turn in from Dublin. It's great to see Manchester nice and busy. First flight. Thank you very much for the 179 super chat saying watch out, it's Pegasus. There we are. Well, Pegasus is on the approach. Be next to land.
Here she is.
Brooklyn's Honeybees saying, hey guys, just subscribed, loving your work. Hey, well, a huge welcome to the channel to you. Thanks very much for getting involved. Stuart, I got the Herper Swiss Air A220 model, and it's great. I've got it on my stand, mate.
Tell you what, is this an A321neo with the new scheme? With the mask design on the front there. I think it is.
Yeah, it is brand new from May 2022.
Wow, wow, that is
really new aircraft.
Wow, that looks smart.
Grab a clip of this, just vacating a short one for social media then. And Twitch crew, don't forget if you're watching, grab those clips as well. If there's any pilots in the chat or any pilots that are watching this show back at a later date, drop us a comment, let us know. When you get a new car, you have that nice new car smell. If you're flying a brand new plane like this Pegasus here, is there a new plane smell? Is it as good as a new car smell? Let us know, guys. I bet that's all fresh, brand spanking new in there. Only delivered in May 2022.
And from one A321neo to another, we got the Turkish Airlines 321neo next.
He's just holding short for the EasyJet, which is touching down from Jersey.
Bit of a hazy image, but we can see it. Wobbling a little bit with the crosswind.
And Jeanette McKenzie, thank you very much for the £20 super chat, saying another amazing stream and so chilled out today. Well done, guys. You're doing a fab job. Thank you very much, Jeanette. Really appreciate that.
Cheers, Jeanette.
Glad you're enjoying it. And if you are coming down to the fair, let us know, Jeanette.
Reminder that
only just yet. Speak to the guys upstairs or go to reception. If you come round the front there, we need a sign down here that says we're not the commentary guys. Stand by, chat.
Reminder that all the super chats from today's live show are going to support Airability, the charity. On behalf of Noel Phillips and his charity event he's running here at the RVP today.
Oh, you're getting a lot of rain at the moment, are you, Mark?
If you all please have the line to 16A wallet that's set this place. If you do find that wallet, you can bring your over to the public power, please.
Soggy Sydney. There's no way it rains that often over there, right? I thought it'd be like sunshine most days. Unless I'm wrong.
Just left Doncaster, which is just flying. We won't see it, it's behind the clouds, but there's a Magma Aviation 747 freighter.
Ooh.
Just making the turn there.
Magma were the last 747 to be at Manchester Airport, apart from if you exclude Virgin Atlantic. And Virgin Atlantic was the last 747 in general to visit Manchester. Turkish Airlines 321 Neo. So that was the Aer Lingus ATR 72 from Dublin. Now this is a lovely BizJet, another aircraft on final approach as well. Look at the wings there, that nice little flick to them. It's very, very nice.
Sometimes when you sit there, you can't get it away from that temperature, and that's quite busy. GMC's quite a busy position here at Manchester. So the full office is still on
This NetJets Europe, Cessna 680. Citation.
Lovely wing design on that.
It is.
It's like the 330 Neos. It reminds me of them. Another 7.3 coming in as well. A TUI 7.3 has just touched down, but we'll stick with this Ryanair for now. Looks like a Ryanair anyway. I think it is. Yeah, it was great to have Noel Phillips on the show earlier on for the first hour. He co-hosted the live stream with us. And he's running a charity event here at the Runway Visitor Park today in partnership, or raising funds, should I say, for airability. And we're also going to do our bits for the charity as well, and all the funds that are raised on today's live stream via Super Chats, we'll just give straight to the charity fundraiser as well.
Thanks to everyone who's donated today already, guys. Really appreciate it. Just nip to the loo, I won't be a second.
Okay, it's Ryanair 7.3. It's just actually might make the exit there. Will it? Will it? Yeah, it looks like it will. Looks like it's going to overshoot. There's Loopy in the YouTube chat with the Airability link, which is a charity that helps those who are disabled basically be able to fly planes, which is an amazing little charity. So we'll visit the event after the live stream finishes and poke our head in, maybe get some photos and videos for the channel, just to show you guys what it's all about. It's Ryanair 737-800 just arriving.
Loopy just dropping the link in the chat there for Noel's charity.
Welcome back, Matt. Did you go and get a photo of the Iceland Air special, did you?
We'll say it was an attempt to get photos.
Okay.
It was pretty busy up on the mountain, to be honest.
Yeah.
And was under the impression that everyone, as soon as the A380 had gone to gate, we were under the impression that everyone would do what they commonly do and just scatter, but they didn't. Everyone stayed.
You were hoping for a mass exodus.
Yes.
As there usually is.
And it didn't occur, so it was pretty busy up there, to be honest.
Yeah, we'll poke our head in after the stream finishes and have a look at the event that Noel's running today over in the Concorde hangar.
Daniel Aviation, thank you very much for the £1.79 super chat. Jet 2330 due in 50 minutes from Ibiza.
Cool, that's great.
I think we're thinking of ending the live stream today around 1 o'clock. Am I right there, Andy?
Yeah, about half one.
About half one-ish, okay.
Yeah, the usual times. There won't be a show tomorrow, sadly. I know Sunday's usually our day, but we decided to just bring a Saturday show this week. We don't really like doing 2 days in a row. It just doesn't really... it's a bit too much, we find, in terms of live streams. I know people would love for us to stream all day, every day.
It's Saturday day you normally kick back, Andy?
Yeah, this is our day off. So we've swapped that round. In fact, Friday's usually our day off as well. So we usually have Friday, Saturdays off. We ended up working yesterday as well.
Yesterday looked like absolutely jam-packed.
Oh, yeah. I was so busy yesterday. I had so much to do. And a lot of it is based around us moving premises. Basically, we're no longer working from home.
Yep.
We'll have our own office suite for Airliners Live.
Yeah.
And it's mainly so we can basically run the online shop from there, the website, because at the moment it's just Martin's spare bedroom in his house.
Yep.
Which is obviously not fair on Mrs. Airliners Live, because the whole room in the house is just missing. And it's kind of not fair between me and Martin, because Martin's got all the stock in his house and none of it's in mine. And
so you haven't collared for any of that gear then, have you?
No, we used to have merch in mine, and I keep quite a lot of camera gear and stuff in mine. And anyway, I usually take the stream stuff with me.
Yeah.
But at the moment, Martin's spare bedroom is just unusable as a room. So,
as a room at all.
Yeah, and it'll be more efficient having it in one place. We'll also be able to have the camera gear. We can use it as an editing suite. There's a lot of positives to it as well. It'd be nice to have a location for Airliners Live as well.
Superb.
I've never been.
I don't think we could have picked a better location either at Bar.
No,
yeah, you're literally
prime.
Oh, should we just have a quick bit of lunch and we'll just
prime location?
Yeah. So this is the Turkish Airlines A321, just a standard A321. So yeah, we'll spend a bit of time making it look good and usable for maybe some filming as well.
Yeah, we'll probably do some like VIP behind the scenes stuff of us setting the office up and everything, guys. So if you're a VIP of the channel, just watch this space and yeah, it's
that'll be good.
It's not expensive. It's a very cheap office. At the end of the day, we're just renting a room.
It's a great move for the channel, like I said.
It's just needed. It's mainly merch. Merch is why we need it, because it's not fair on Jen that we're
and
taking up so much space
in the YouTube chat. Alison Rogers has just gifted 5 Airliners Live YouTube memberships.
Thank you very much.
And they've gone to Brian Talbot, Jade 777, Ken Smith, Linda Davies, and finally Damien Whiteside. So
thanks very much, everyone.
If you guys have just been gifted a sub there from Alison, please show your appreciation in the chat. Thank you very much.
And just to be clear as well, Jen's not. It's not like we're making it sound like she's just been
whinging
for it. She's not actually, to be fair, she's not said a word. All she's just got ideas for stuff that she wants to do with the house, and we just can't do it because we just don't have the space. And like my mum lives.
She seems like one of the people who takes things in a stride anyway, Jen. You know what I mean?
She is. But like my mum lives in South Wales, my nan lives in North Wales, and if anyone wants to come and see us at the moment, they have to stay in a hotel because we can't put them in that room because there's not even space for a blow-up bed in there.
All right, okay.
So it's just the right time to do it, I think, and the channel's in the right place to do it. Like I say, it's not a huge amount of money, and it's in a great location, and yeah, we've just kind of came to us by chance, really. But we're super fortunate, and like I say, I think it'll make the editing process a lot easier as well, because currently Andy goes home, we've got an online thing that we upload all our footage to, then it takes ages to download it to edit it, whereas if we're together, have you finished with the SD card? Right, okay, I can have it now. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
There's just loads of stuff we can just crack on with, and we can bounce off each other editing as well, which is great.
Yeah.
And there's loads of stuff we can do. When we do our client work, we can actually edit it together as well. There's loads of stuff.
Brilliant for the channel. It's really beneficial. It's going to be beneficial to the viewer as well, I think. Eventually.
So lots of Barton stuff coming as well. Enter this. We caught this on Project N, if you remember.
We did, yeah.
Coming on to stand.
Yeah.
It's Polish airline, isn't it? Enter.
Where are we up to on Super Chats? Because we've just had a mega bong come in from Carwyn Davies. But before that, Eunice with the £2 Super Chat saying there's a flight from Manchester to Abyss, a Barbara Live 737. Well, we'll keep an eye out for that, mate. That's the delivery of the Ethiopian 737 MAX, I believe you're talking about there.
There's one in yesterday as well, yeah. The one got delivered yesterday.
What's the situation? Is that today, is it? Or
apparently so. I'm not seeing it on the ground.
Because it came in last night, didn't it? And it might be going out today.
Yeah, you're saying it's live, Eunice, but I'm not seeing it, mate. Carwyn Davies, thank you very much for the Megabong donation.
Wow.
Here is one more donation of $50 for Noel Phillips charity that are disabled and wanting to be able to fly planes. I'm off to bed now as it's 11:07 in New Zealand. See you next time, Martin and Andy. Have a great week. See you next Wednesday. Carwyn, thank you so much for your support today, mate. I hope you had a great Saturday. And yeah, we'll make sure that donation gets to Noel's charity fundraiser, mate. So thank you very much for that.
Yep.
And the Ethiopian that was delivered yesterday, it's actually only an hour away from Addis Ababa now. So yeah, it's already left.
Right, so it's already left.
Yeah,
that's a shame.
Yep.
Louise Sylvia Wood, thank you very much for the $17.99 super chat, saying looking forward to seeing you at the fair. Thank you for your service. You're welcome, Louise. Glad you're enjoying the channel. Thank you very much.
Yeah, so all the super chat donations from today's live stream, once YouTube has processed it all, we'll go ahead and then send it on to the fundraiser as well as our community donation to such a great little charity that obviously Noel Phillips is running a fundraiser on behalf of.
Just for complete transparency and disclosure, guys, on this, YouTube takes about a 30% cut of all super chats we receive, and we will not receive the money for the super chats of this show until the end of next month. So just bear that in mind if you're looking for the donation. The donation will be made at the end of next month when YouTube process the payments for today's show, guys. So just completely transparency there, and like I say, just bear in mind there will also be a 30% deduction, which is what YouTube takes for providing us with the fantastic streaming service they give us every week. And Louise Sylvia Wood, thank you very much for the $8.99 super chat, saying much appreciated. Professional camera work and professional customer service as always. Thank you very much, Louise.
Thank you, Louise.
Glad you're enjoying that.
Enter air taxiing past here as the Austrian Embraer taxiing up to the RVP just in from Vienna.
Yeah, Alison Rogers, there should be a button that pops up that just says opt-in, but if you're already a member, then obviously you won't see that. But yeah, if you're seeing anything that says do you want to opt in to receive gifted memberships, then click it, guys, because a lot of our generous viewers in the chat do gift memberships from time to time. And if you are one of those people watching on a PC or laptop,
I was on a stream yesterday
and it just gifted memberships, and you'll be able to get those, guys.
I was on a stream yesterday and the opt-in option just went up. It scrolled up through the chat. So
nice.
Yeah.
So it is working. Yeah. So just click the dollar symbol and click gifted memberships. It's a great way to support both the channel and the community as well. You guys need to set up a PayPal account. We have a PayPal account. I'm not sure what you've got in mind there, Krisky, but yeah, we already have one, dude.
Is it me, or do we not see Austrian that often at Manchester these days? They just don't line up with our shows as much anymore?
Possibly. It was like that Dornier. All of a sudden with the evening shows, they line up now, seeing that every week.
Yeah. And with PayPal, I believe you can use PayPal to pay for merch, right, on our merch store. So
yeah, we don't accept donations through PayPal, though, because PayPal don't like it. They don't like it, and sometimes they can close accounts down and all sorts for it.
Yeah, so donations, the best platform is just to use YouTube or Facebook for stars or Twitch for bits.
Jeanette McKenzie rolling another £1 donation chain. Thank you very much, Jeanette. And Louise Sylvia Wood, thank you for the $4.49, saying landing it up on the runway for Noel Phillips, I assume you mean. Bing bong. Thank you very much, Louise.
Cheers, Louise. Thank you. Yeah.
Can you do Venmo rather than Super Chat? I don't even know what that is.
I don't know what that is.
I think that's an app you can use for money transfer. Yeah. Don't. If you want to send in a donation, just use Super Chat.
First time I've heard of that Venmo. I don't know what that is.
I think I've heard. I think it's American or something. I can't remember.
I think there is a Streamlabs link knocking about somewhere if any of the mods have that, but I don't want to overcomplicate things, guys.
Yeah, exactly. The EasyJet coming in here. And we actually recorded the Noel Phillips segment on locally with 2 cameras we have set up in the control tower today. It's like a bit of a little podcast studio today. And actually here on Airliners Live, let us know your thoughts, but we'd actually love to do a little bit more of that kind of thing on the channel. So occasionally, especially on the midweek as well, where it's a lot quieter at the RVP, they haven't got the commentary system as well. We're looking at doing segments with more guests, basically.
You came up with an idea not long, but it might be 6 months ago now, Andy. You came up with an idea like to do like maybe 5 minutes before each stream and stuff like that. You know, just talking to the camera and stuff like that.
That's a good, that could be another benefit. So what we'd have to do, we're looking at upgrading the audio setup in the next few months a little bit to make it more adequate for something like that. And also get a setup where we can use multiple cameras again. Now, we can do that anyway, use multiple cameras, but the problem is we find it like lowers the quality with the ways we have to do it at the moment.
All right, okay.
So there's actually a bit of hardware you can buy, which isn't that expensive, to be fair, that allows us to use multiple cameras. We don't use it anyway because there's no gain, but for guests and things, it'd be nice. And
we've got other uses for it with client work as well, so it'd be brilliant to look at that.
So that's something we might do more of, just have guests on the live shows.
Yeah. Julie Inesta, thank you very much for joining Premium Economy, brand new VIP.
Welcome. Thank you so much.
And Mike saying the 351k is on the push for Orlando.
And the Singapore 350 is just about to taxi past the tower now as we speak.
Nice. 2 A350s on the taxi out.
Yeah, and the Virgin's being pushed there from Stanley.
Tell you what, like, it's not like massively warm today, but the sun, when it peeps through the clouds, it is hot. It feels warm.
Yeah.
And that Noel Phillips video may be the first video we edit in the new office.
Oh yeah, good point.
Epic.
Yeah, we're going to try and get in there next week. I
got a text today saying it's all ready for us and we can go whenever we want.
Wow, hi.
So
yeah, we got a few. We're going to furnish it, but yeah, and definitely, if you're a VIP of the channel, we'll definitely give you guys some little clips, photos for you guys to enjoy. So we'll upload them to the VIP lounge on Facebook, as well as YouTube members only posts.
Because with the guest stuff, a few people have reached out and said, "Oh, why don't you just do a podcast and actually do a proper set podcast?"
Yeah.
But I think it actually works better to kind of get the guests down to the airport and have a chat at the airport, because that's kind of our thing, right? So doing it like we did this morning with Noel, I feel is more in keeping with Airliners Live as the channel.
And, there are some podcasts out there that are really, really good. Obviously, the Departure Lounge podcast, we were guests on. I'm a big fan of the Plane Talking UK podcast.
Yeah, they're awesome.
And as much as they put in so much effort, like they put in a lot of effort into their podcasts, they do a lot of research, they have like segments, they have show notes, they produce it really well, they get some really good guests on. The problem with them is YouTube, I don't know what it is, but it doesn't, podcasts struggle on YouTube, right? Because maybe it's just because there's nothing to look at, right? It's kind of, you're just looking at people's faces, whereas when we're here at the airport, we're kind of watching planes, like we're all watching together, aren't we? The guest is, we are, the chat is, we're all watching the aviation action.
Yeah.
We're all just talking to some quality guests.
Something very formal about being here, isn't it? You see, like
it's nice to just look. And as you see with Noel Phillips, we were like, oh, there's a Virgin A330. Have you ever flown on one? What's your experience of Virgin? It's like, it's a constant flow of just topical conversation.
Never mind. Just laughing at Sam saying, "Oh yeah, we'll have an office party." I'm like, "You think this office is a lot bigger than it is?"
She thinks it's going to be like
it's
four of us would be doing a granny shuffle in there and want to be half out the door.
It's not very big.
Like a game of Twister if you try getting four people in there.
It's not very big, and then when we get it furnished as
something, I think it's big enough for what you need though.
Definitely
big enough.
Yeah, it's definitely big enough for what we need.
Not big enough for all those mods to have our own offices, but you know what I mean?
It's like in your house, have you ever like moved the furniture out of a room?
Yeah.
I'd be like, wow, this room looks so big now.
And then you put one table in there and you're like,
oh, it looks small again.
We've got no room left.
It's like that with Martin's office, wasn't it? Where like when you emptied it out and decorated it felt really big.
So the Singapore is just waiting to cross the active runway here, ladies and gents.
Yeah, we're just watching this Ryanair 737-800 arriving, and then that will allow the Singapore A350-900 to cross runway 1. But yeah, I'd absolutely love to get some more regular guests. Obviously, it's something we've been thinking about for a while. And, you know, for example, we work very closely with the Aviation Society, and they have some really, really interesting people involved in the society. I'm sure they'd love to come onto the show. We know a few like pilots. We've got like, obviously the people over at Barton and things as well.
I know, like here at the RVP, like most Mondays, they have like a guest speaker and stuff like that. So yeah, it might be something that we could utilise.
We'll see. I don't want it to be super regular.
Yeah, of course.
But I definitely think it'd be interesting to have someone on once in a while.
Yeah,
be interesting to delve into that and just see, because you know, we were speaking to an EasyJet pilot the other day just before one of the shows, and it was on Wednesday this, and he just had like an interesting view on things. He just spoke a lot about like things about fuel prices, how the airlines are dealing with that, and interestingly he was saying that especially like EasyJet, but a lot of airlines, they actually buy the fuel not every trip, but they pre-buy it once a year. So they buy all the fuel they'll need for the entire year, which is crazy. So they're not affected by fuel prices as I guess as rapidly as like cars are, for example, where, you know, if you're driving a car and the fuel price goes up the next week, then that pretty much affects you, you know, that week. But with an airline,
see, that's what I was wondering. Like, it's like, so like the heli that dropped into Barton, which you lads captured yesterday for the refuel. How would they? Who gets billed for that?
So I don't know about that particular one. Like that's obviously
much more complicated, flying around and.
But I assume it's down to if you're EasyJet and you've got a few bases around Europe.
Yeah.
I think they'll have that fuel ready at them bases. Already purchased. You know, it's been paid for months ago at the price months ago. You know.
Yeah.
So. Yeah, that's kind of how it works with airlines. Because I guess with airlines, you know, you can't do this with a car. Obviously, you haven't got the storage for a start, unless you've got a big tank somewhere. But you can't really just like store fuel. You know, you can't buy it, and then when the prices go up, you've already paid the cheaper price. Because and another problem would be like, I think petrol and diesel generally goes out of date as well, doesn't it? So they must have ways they can treat it. Maybe just keep it airtight. I don't know, but yeah. These are all like interesting topics though that we were talking about to him, and it's just like these things that you don't even think about, you know, usually.
And that's where we were kind of thinking like maybe this guest thing is a real thing to look into, because just having a chat with that guy in the car park just brought up so many really interesting topics
and
and you just think, well, is it something we can look at? Well, there we go.
He also he was on his way to fly that flight to Corfu with EasyJet. He had his lanyard on, right? And on his lanyard, he had an Airliners Live pin badge.
No,
he did.
He sent a picture of his pin badge on the on the flight computer.
That's pog.
He put his lanyard on the flight computer, so Airliners Live in there. So I think are we waiting on permission to share in that? Are we?
I think he's given it. If you look at our Instagram messages, you'll be able to see it.
VS350 has begun its taxi, ladies and gents.
Claire Louise with us on Facebook. Sorry guys, we've not been too active on Facebook, but if you are watching on Facebook, search for Airliners Live on YouTube. That's where you'll find the majority of our community watching today. A few thousand people watching on there.
Plus the quality difference over on YouTube.
Yeah, go and get involved. Go and have a look. So just search for Airliners Live on YouTube.
Yeah, come and join us, ladies and gents.
Yeah, you're more than welcome to stay watching on Facebook, but I definitely if you want to get involved in the chat and things, I recommend going on to YouTube. Is where like the core of the chat is. We do check Facebook every now and then. I do appreciate if anyone sends in stars or shares the stream or hits the like button. All very much appreciated. Likewise.
We get a lot of messages on Instagram, so I'm really scrolling back here.
We do get a lot of, The thing is, like, we used to have our Facebook messages on, and that was just like every day getting so many messages. We had to just turn it off.
I was hooked up to the Facebook Messenger and good grief.
Do you know what his username was, just so I can search for it? Oh, you can't really tell me, can you? It's over the thing.
No, but I think he was on general.
Okay, yeah, nice one.
But
like I was talking to George yesterday. George was on one of the streams I follow yesterday. You know George, Andy?
What
the pilot who got
the Ryanair pilot?
Yeah. I was talking to him yesterday and having a lot of banter with him about our landing and stuff like that. Yeah.
Was he in control of that landing, or I don't think he was?
No, I wasn't in control. But you still got to give him beef for that, haven't you?
Yeah, that's what I mean. Because Fezza seems to think he is. He makes it out like he was. It was crazy that because we went to Lanzarote, and then a few weeks later was when runway 2 reopened at Manchester
Correct.
Airport.
Yeah.
And he was the first person to fly out of Manchester Airport to Lanzarote. On runway 2, should I say, sorry.
Couldn't have wrote that, could you?
Yeah, crazy. Live on Airliners Live as well.
Yeah, I can't find it. I'll have to look later on.
Jet 273 is off to Verona. He's going to follow the slinger that Andy's just been tracking there.
Yeah.
Not a lot on the approach at the minute.
No, but we do have the Virgin Atlantic A350 1000 just about to taxi past the tower. We'll be seeing that coming past very shortly. It's heading to Orlando, brand new, delivered in February 2022. GV Lib.
Ooh, it's a brand new aircraft. Owen said he's still got whiplash from that. have you got that, Matt, where it's like holding messages now for some reason?
I've turned something on last night, a new feature of YouTube, which was designed to basically try and get rid of those bots that keep coming in. So it's stricter on what it believes may be spam.
Yeah, I've seen that.
And so far we've not seen any of those bots in there. And what it is doing, which I have noticed, is messages that are just all emojis. Are always getting blocked.
Okay.
So it is doing its job. Just bear in mind, guys, if you do get a message and you believe it's absolutely fine, a mod will just approve it, guys. Don't panic. It's an automatic feature that we've enabled on YouTube. So hopefully stop you guys who are watching with kiddies and stuff seeing all of them daft sex bots that keep coming on the thing. They're completely out of control at the minute, so we've turned them on, and it's a bit stricter on the auto moderation, and we're keeping up to date with the mods as well. The mods will let us know after today if we think it's something that's helped, but it seems to be helping in my opinion, but we'll see.
Look at this, ladies and gents.
Looking beautiful in it.
I've run out of superlatives to describe this airplane.
I love it with the nice visibility as well behind, the moors.
Yeah.
Stuff like this, I think we just grab like 30-second clips just for social medias and stuff. Just the way it's passing with them in the background.
Look at that. Is there a better looking aircraft around at the minute?
No. Is one of the best looking aircraft in and out of Manchester Virgin Atlantic's brand new A350 1000 heading out for Orlando.
It does look amazing, especially with them beautiful rolling hills behind her.
Look at that.
That's so nice.
Record.
Temperature's dropping a little bit now. I wonder if it's...
What do you make of the Etihad 350, guys?
Oh, yeah.
Love it.
I was going to ask Noel about that, actually. I completely forgot. I was going to ask him if he's ever been on it, but I'm sure I'm able to find it from his videos. It is flying now, isn't it?
Yeah, he was in New York, I think. He's been doing the New York route this week. So.
I hope that comes.
I'd vote for all Dash 8 and Dash 9 Dreamies to be replaced by A350s and just keep the Dash 10.
Yeah. That sounds good, though.
That'd be a nice...
that sounds pretty good.
Be a nice swap out, I think.
Yeah, the Etihad livery by itself is so good, but imagine it on an A350.
Because we were getting a few A350s at Manchester back in the day, and they've definitely slowed down a bit. Obviously, we've lost the Cathay, or we don't see the Cathay very often at all.
I think it's only like two times a week now.
Yeah, we really don't see it very often, do we? used to see that a lot. Who else was operating
Qatar,
the 350? Qatar were operating it very regularly.
Yeah.
They're operating the triple mostly now. I know we do see...
of course, Qatar have got going through court with the
Airbus, and obviously we've got, so at the moment I think it's just the Virgin Atlantic and
Singapore.
The Singapore with the odd Cathay in there here and there. The A350 does look great. It's very nice for videos head on. We are a fan of that.
And of course we had the World 2 fly-in last Friday.
Yeah, really nice livery.
Really simple library, that one. On
the
350.
So this Jet 2737 has been lined up on the start. It's 2-3 left for a while.
In with some info as well, saying Virgin Atlantic's A330-900 Neo GV Mix Virgin and Tonic is coming this October. Nice, Owen. Good info, mate.
I love the names. I think Virgin Atlantic's probably my favourite airline at the moment.
Yeah.
If I'm honest. Just so much character to them.
It's interesting to talk to Noel about his experiences on the different airlines and what he considered to be his favourites.
Said he'd been on the 350, didn't he?
He did, yeah. He said it was amazing, he said.
I can imagine.
I can imagine as well. Yeah, I mean, my dream, I think...
Which class did he fly in?
I'm not sure. I know he's flown on the top class. Of. Yeah, he did say he flew on upper class, they call it, I think. Yeah, he said it was upper class. Yeah, I'm very jealous, but...
I mean, like the Virgin like premium package is awesome. So can you imagine what the business, like the executive class is like? So like premium class.
Yeah, I've never flown in a business class before. You know, that would be my dream personally would be to fly London to Austin. You know, on the Virgin Atlantic 350, which is now a route that exists as well. So that is going to be amazing if I can ever get on board that.
Mike K saying 2 Cathay Pacific 350s departed Manchester yesterday. Such is like standard, isn't it? When we're not here, it just breaks what we're completely saying. Like.
Yeah, they're based on student traffic mostly. It's a lot of students get chartered on them aircraft. It's not regular in that respect.
Phil Plummer tuning in from Australia. Welcome to you, Phil. Hope you're doing well.
Jet 273 finally initiating its takeoff roll.
Not on radar, that one for me.
After a long time waiting on the threshold there of 2-3 left. They don't really use 2-3 left for arrivals, pretty much ever, other than special circumstances. But we did see one arrival on 2-3 left on Monday, just gone, which was that TUI 767 with the Squawk 7700. Had an engine failure. That's come back and land, and I think just to be on the safe side, they put her on basically an isolated area. So it landed on 2-3 left and then vacated right at the end, where basically what you do is you spin around, and there's no taxiway bringing you back to the terminal, or the apron rather. So you've got to backtrack on the runway. So they landed, rolled right to the end of the runway. There was fire crew awaiting her as well, just to obviously be safe. And there was a very nice touchdown in the end, very smooth, and it vacated and backtracked up the runway, and all was well and good.
There you go, Kevin. When we swap away from Fridays, he says 3 Cathay Pacifics were in yesterday, 1 arrival, 2 departure.
All right, don't rub it in there.
There you go, the Friday. Here we go. Virgin now rolling.
Enjoy this, guys.
There she goes.
Oh my god.
You're a fan of that?
Yeah.
It really, really grows on you, doesn't it?
I was sceptical at first, but
I actually used quite a lot of runway today compared to the usual.
Yeah, he went really long there.
350s don't usually use a lot of runway. They have so much power in them Rolls-Royce engines.
Everyone in the chat as well.
And she's off to Orlando, Florida. Great show today here on your Saturday. Just a big reminder that Saturdays are not a regular day for Airliners Live. We stream Sundays is our consistent day. This is literally just a one-off, once in a long time occasion where we move the Sunday show.
Yeah, we really don't like moving the Sunday show, guys, so it definitely won't be something that happens regularly. But it was well worth it, obviously, to get Noel on the show, so
absolutely, yeah.
We'll be back to our regular routine next week.
You guys seem to really enjoy Noel being on it. And the spam in the chat, I was saying, who watches Noel on YouTube or Twitch, and a lot of people in the chat saying they do.
I can't wait to get back and just enjoy the video and just get some clips and edits from it. And
I pretty much asked all the questions I wanted to.
Nice.
Mainly about the passport I wanted to ask.
Yeah.
That was something that was playing on my mind. I was like, surely he must run out of passport space. But then I remember, because I only got my new passport in December, just gone.
Yeah.
And yeah, I could have applied for a 50-page one? I think it's an extended passport, double the size.
Proper jet setter passport.
Yeah, I assumed Noel would have that. He came to mind when I seen that option.
Yeah. Larry Brown, that's not true at all, dude. That's just fake news, I'm afraid. Jet 2 pinging up on the ground for Innsbruck, 737-800. We'll be seeing that shortly in the Jet 2 Holidays livery.
Yeah, again, huge thanks to Noel for his time this morning. And
yeah, go and check him out on all the socials. He's got Instagram, which he's recently been pushing a lot, and obviously he's on Facebook, YouTube. I think he's on Twitter as well.
Well, Paul Dowell, the thing is, what you're going to have to do tomorrow is you're going to have to hide from the missus, because she's going to have you doing all the DIY that you put off for every Sunday morning when there's been I can't do it, there's a stream on, I can't do this bit of DIY, I can't fit that bit of thingy. You're going to have to get hiding tomorrow, mate, if you were...
Beechcraft inbound, nice.
Yeah, fly wheels. This is the same airframe that we saw passing. Nobody done the size comparison with the 380 when it came. Yeah, same aircraft.
There we go, the first out will be this Ryanair 73, just starting its take-off roll.
Welcome, Mrs. A, nice to see you.
I think I just heard on the commentary system that this is going to Dublin.
Hey, PG Pips, that's awesome, dude.
This is Fezzer on his way home. Going to Newcastle via Dublin. Nice short hop.
Yeah, we need to, I was talking to John last night, we need to work out what we're going to do about Mr. John Fezzer, because for the since November, we've had a virtual office. So it's basically like a Discord server. For you guys on Twitch, you'll know what we're talking about, but for you who don't, it's basically like a private voice chat room provided online. And when me and Andy are in there, we go in there every day and we just sit in there while we're working and talk to each other and stuff. And yeah, it's John always just comes in while John's working and just sits with us and chats. But now we're actually going to be into the proper office. How are we going to get John in?
I've had it with him before me. He needs to move. He needs to move
to Mandy, man.
He needs to up sticks and get to 0161. Never mind 0191 with all them up there. Come down to 0161, man.
What we need is just like a speaker and a mic. So like it's kind of like he's in the room with us. We'll figure that out, I'm sure. He's high priority. Logan Air starting its roll. And turbo props firing up.
Yeah, Larry, you're not making any sense, dude. I don't know what you're asking, but you don't seem to be very happy. But it's not making any sense.
There we go, just rotating.
Yeah, I bet you guys waking up on Saturday morning. I bet it feels all out of sorts now. You think you're going back to work tomorrow.
It's weird.
Jeffrey tuning in from Boston. Very warm welcome to you.
Ah, welcome, Jeffrey.
Hope you're doing well.
MW, don't give Fezzer the address.
Yeah, we need to work out how we can get him into some sort of voice call while we're in there. So he's become a bit of a regular visitor of the virtual office. Got his own key fob. No worries, Paul. Have a great day, mate. Thanks for tuning in, dude.
Take care, Paul.
I'm not sure, Kevin. Not sure on that one, mate.
Here's the flywheels.
You'd have to ask upstairs, mate. We're live streaming at the moment.
Fezzer will be throwing bricks through your window. It's his windows. It's not it's Fezzer's windows. You've got to watch out for, mate.
That's true. Don't be bringing that over here.
Bring your riffraff down here, Fezzer.
Yeah.
Phil Sellers got a 3-day week coming up.
Yo, that's like I think we've got a busy week this week.
Oh, this week's just going to be weird.
You've got squash this week, boys?
No, I don't think we'll have time for squash this week.
No time for squash. Putting it off already.
Yeah.
Are you still aching when you finish playing now, or?
I must admit, my back.
Or is your body actually getting into it now? Like
my back was sore after the last time we played.
What about you, Brown? Are you aching after a game of squash? Or
It's the thing about squash is when you play it, you feel like properly like tired. But then I give it half an hour after, and I'm back to.
I'm not dying after it, but I just
your
woke
shoulders
up with
and
a
stuff
dodgy...
like, or when your shoulders aching, or
I don't get that. It's mostly like a cardio thing, isn't it? You know, it's mostly like your respiratory system, cardiovascular system getting pushed.
It's a physically tiring game, though, squash, isn't it?
Yeah, very. But it was funny because we went to squash, and obviously, I mean, if you've ever seen us in person at the RVP and whatnot, we usually, dress in our airliners live gear. So we usually have the caps on, we usually have our jackets on, look quite uniform. Whereas we were at squash on Thursday, and then we got the NOTAM saying that there was military action at Barton City Airport on, literally a few hours after. It's like, you know what, we're not even going to go home. We're not even got time to go home. We'll just go straight there. We've got our cameras in the car. We'll just go straight there from squash. So we didn't even have a change of clothes. We just went there with a camera. And then we got invited to go airside. We're like, I can't go airside. Like, it'll look like this. And like, it's fine. So we're going there airside. We're in a shorts, like squash clothes. Just look like we come from the gym. There, airside, right next to a Merlin Navy helicopter. Just all the personnel, everyone's in like jackets and everyone's looking dead professional. Where they're looking like we just come straight from the gym.
Oh, it was so embarrassing.
Just there in your scruffs.
Because we do make an effort, like we do take the appearance like quite seriously, especially if we know we're going to a meeting or we're going to meet someone new. Like for us, we want Airliners Live to be like well represented.
It's first impressions as well.
And then we turned up and we thought we were just going to literally just be like, here you go guys, this is where you're going to be standing, and we'd be left on our own. But then, and I mean, listen, this is by no way, we loved the tour, like we absolutely loved it, but it was just a bit embarrassing because like, right, we're going to take you and show you around the heliport now, and we're getting introduced to all these different people, and we're just looking like really scruffy. And these are the guys from Airliners Live. I'm like, oh no,
we don't normally like this.
I don't normally look this scruffy. I do take pride in our appearance. We've come straight from the gym, like oh.
We're not scroats, promise.
It was funny, but it was an amazing day, though. It was really an amazing day. But yeah, I think that's taught us a valuable lesson that always keep an Airliners Live jacket and T-shirt in the car there, for things like that. So, I mean, from now on, it won't really be an issue because we can just grab it. We can probably leave our jackets and stuff in the office, I reckon.
I would,
just grab them if we need them. Same with our high-vis vests and stuff. No worries when I travel the world. And a very happy 4th of July weekend to all of our American viewers as well, guys.
Oh, yo.
Hope you have a fantastic weekend wherever you're celebrating that.
Mega.
2 days away.
And Kevin Mottershaw, I see that Mike's answered your question there. The memorabilia fair is on the 23rd and it starts normally around 10 o'clock-ish.
Just bear in mind that we will not be there on the Sunday, guys. We will only be there on the Saturday.
On the 23rd, that's it. We won't be there on the 24th, just the 23rd, ladies and gents.
So make sure you come down, loads to see. And like I say, the special item, we have some really special numbers which will be selling in a frame as well. So if you want a really nice product of the new, an even better version of the surprise product, then ask us about those at the fair because they'll be framed up, ready to go.
Easy 320 just dropped in from Gibraltar. Flight time 2.5 hours. Covering almost 1,200 miles.
Yeah, Kevin just saying happy Canada Day weekend as well. Yes, thank you very much, Ken. Yes, happy Canada Day to you guys.
I think it was Canada Day yesterday.
Yesterday, I believe, yeah. We do have the Virgin Atlantic to New York pinging up, says Mike 330. Thank you very much, Mike.
Sweet. So a Jet 2 crossing the runway there.
Into the last 40 minutes of today's show. I do need to leave on time today.
Are you on the dot today, yeah?
Are you going to stick around for Noel's thing, or?
Yeah, I'll go and have a quick stop in there.
Yeah, okay.
But Jen needs to be somewhere before it closes. Okay. So I need to leave pretty sharpish.
So as Martin mentioned, we've got the TUI Dreamliner pushing back for Cancun, and also the Virgin, which is what Martin mentioned, the Virgin.
This is the needs nerfing EasyJet. It's OP.
Yeah.
Are you live streaming on Sunday the 24th? I assume so, mate, is all I can say in response to that.
Yeah, that's the Sunday after the fair.
24th.
Oh, sorry, of course it is. Yes, we will be, yeah. So, everything's just becoming a bit of a mush in my brain at the moment.
So here's the jet 2737 taxiing out now. In the holidays livery. You said this was off to Innsbruck, right?
Yeah.
Lovely airport there. I'd love to get there in the winter, you know, get some video clips and photos from there. I think that'd be a very special location.
Yes, Mrs. A, we've been live. Noel was live with us earlier on the show.
And Patrick saying, my sister's on this Jet2 holiday to Innsbruck. Have a good flight. Looking forward to seeing you there soon. No worries, we'll stick with this for you, mate. We'll follow this all the way out for Patrick's sister that's on board this flight.
Yeah, make sure you send her the link to the live stream for when she lands so you can watch it back. Yeah, Innsbruck looks like an amazing place. Obviously a big skiing destination. The town looks really nice though, and like I said, in the winter for photography and videos of aviation, it's amazing.
It's on the list, Innsbruck.
Yeah, I think I might try and work something out to get there this winter, I think.
Kruger Oz tuning in from Australia on Twitch. A very warm welcome to you. Don't forget to check those Twitch Primes, guys. Have a look, you may have a free sub available to use on the channel. Very warm welcome to all of you tuning in. Don't forget, if you are watching on Twitch and there's something interesting that happens, clip it, because we use our Twitch clips for a highlight reel once a month. So give it a clip and then give it a title which is easy to understand what the clip's about, and you may see your name featured on the once per month highlight reel.
Yeah, give you a clip title, a jazzy name, and so it stands out, and then it'll jump out at us.
But just make sure the title is what it is. Like, don't just
put anything
leave
on
a default title. Just put, like, I don't know, windy landing Jet2 or something that we know what we're looking for, basically.
Don't forget to give us a follow on Instagram as well if you've not already. To go and search Airliners Live. And what we love is when people take photos of the setup they're watching and then tag us in a story. And we'll give it a share if you do that as well.
Yes.
It's always interesting to see the different platforms and setups people watch us on. Whether it's on a TV, whether it's on a projector, whether it's on a tablet in work, on a TV in work. Some people are lucky enough to have. So, it looks like this flight is waiting for its slot. With Jet2, I usually find that this happens when the aircraft is already running late and they've missed their existing slot to depart. I think they have about 20 minutes to make it. So if they are running a little bit late, it's fine.
Tanker about to line up the ILS as well.
Nice. That'll be good.
Obviously being operated by Jet2. This has come up from Ibiza.
Whereas, and it's the same with like Ryanair and things, but with EasyJet, I think they're the only airline to consistently do the whole holding thing a lot of the time before entering the runway. Oh, I can just see her. Hang on.
Yeah, see her bunking round there.
Yeah, look at that.
Oh, great shot.
Nice big aircraft. It seems is it getting onto the ILS quite late or something?
Yeah.
No. That's about right, to be honest.
It just seems really... Maybe it's just because it's a big plane.
Yeah, that's about right. I mean, it's intercepting now at...
3,000 feet.
You can see the gear.
3,000 is bob on, yeah.
You can see the gear still up as well. I think they're just dropping it now, it looks like. We've zoomed in quite a lot here as well.
Yeah. Yeah, they turn in just over the moor there. So he's perfect there.
The first, ILS thingies are, over Ashton.
Yeah.
On the Ashton business part there, that's where the first ILS tracking system is there.
spinning it the wrong way.
Nice Browns LG. Nice, dude. He's saying great shot. Yeah, it's awesome to see him on the clear days here. Sometimes we can see sort of 2 or 3 on the approach sometimes.
Yeah.
Which is awesome. But this is a Jet2 A330. They're leased in from Air Tanker. Jet2 have leased in 2 of these to help with help supply demand for their summer period.
Yep, and they've already confirmed that they're getting 3 of them next year.
Something they do for all they've done for the last few years, obviously, bar COVID years.
Where's the third one this year? Wasn't it with TUI? Wasn't it?
TUI was supposed to be TUI, but I don't know if they've actually utilised it.
I know I've seen it a few times at Manchester. It doesn't have any branding on, does it?
TUI have undertaken, or is it Jet2 that took their Vamos on? I'm not sure.
Oh, I'm not sure. Yeah, that's a good question. I know TUI have taken the World to fly. I think Jet2 has taken the Wamos 330s, I think.
Yeah.
But yeah, them Wamos 330s are cool to see as well. See them at Manchester semi-regularly.
Alcod, great to see you. Thanks for tuning in. And Jenny Watts just joining the stream from Wigan. Make sure you go back later on, Jenny, and watch the first hour, because we had Noel Phillips on earlier on. We'll also be editing some videos. So while we were live streaming, guys, we had 2 cameras set up in the commentary tower here, filming the first hour. So we'll edit that down into a video and mix it in with the aviation content that Matt was getting for us, and produce a little video for you guys, just so you can see our faces while we were having that chat with Noel.
That'd be good.
But here's the Jet2 A330 to land. Enjoy this, guys.
Good touch and down, we'll have the basic 3200. Separating Jet2 flight 170 from Ibiza. This particular aircraft,
Textbook touchdown there from the Jet2.
owned by a company called Air Tanker.
On the taxi now we have the Virgin New York service, and he's followed up by the TUI Cancun service, so we've got the 330 and the 78 Dreamliner coming out now, ladies and gents.
Amazing. Loads of wide bodies on the move. Hope you're enjoying the show today, ladies and gents, here live from Manchester Airport. We've got Matt Smith on the commentary with us today.
Good afternoon.
We've got Martin also down in the studio with him.
Hello, hello.
And then my name's Andy. I'm up on the camera today. Matt Smith was actually up on the camera for the first hour of the show. You guys seem to really find a lot of positive comments to say about his camera work. Did a great job.
Ryanair 73 about to touch as well.
Thanks very much. Welcome back for a lot longer than 16 months, Jenny, jump seat member here on Airliners Live. Thanks for everything, Martin, Andy, and not forgetting the very important mods. Thank you very much, Jenny, for your long-term support of the channel.
What great sound from the A330 about to taxi past. We'll catch this touchdown and we'll pan around to the 330.
Oh, okay. There you go, Matt. You can shout out the next VIP if you want.
Are you sure?
Yeah. Mr. Mod Matt, 18 months. Premium economy membership.
Slight bit longer than 18 months, yeah.
Yes. Almost got your gold tail.
Ladies and gentlemen, Big Will P. Afternoon all, sorry I'm late, but he's been in work since 4, driving the buses, so he's just got home. P.S. many thanks, and he got his second hat yesterday, Big Will P.
Oh, amazing, nice one, Will.
Mega, enjoy that, Will.
There is a lot of cap orders which I need to ship out, guys, which will be going out on Monday, so you'll receive those early next week.
Hope your shift went alright, Will.
And our final arrival of today's show, the Qatar 777 from Doha, is about 25 minutes out, and he's just hit the English coast. So that'll be our final arrival for today. Bravo Alpha Yankee on the reg of that one today.
Seems to be a lot happening before that, though. There's plenty on the way into Manchester as we speak.
The first of which being a Ryanair from Palma, next to London. But we'll stick with this Virgin Atlantic 330. It looks like it's going to be out first. Turn and burn, there he goes. We got a massive bing bong in the chat for Kevin D, Executive Club member on Airliners Live. 10 months. Welcome back, Kevin. Looking forward to the NOEL podcast in the lounge area. I think it's about 9 months, says Kevin. Well, welcome back, dude. Thank you.
Cheers, Kev.
Appreciate it. Thank you so much.
That's you are, Kev.
Sorry about that. Cut short because I had to sneeze. Thank you very much, Kevin, for the Executive Club recommitment.
Yeah, nice timing, sinuses.
That's it.
A wave there from the flight deck.
Hey, Will.
It's that TUI Dreamliner just crossing the runway, and that's being followed by the NetJets Embraer Phenom 300. So if he really gets a wriggle on, might grab a size comparison if he does go alongside that Dreamy. We'll keep an eye on it. And thanks again, Kevin, for your Megabong donation whilst we were chatting to NOEL, mate. Really appreciate that.
Yeah, thank you, thank you.
Flemos, you need to get on the 320 sim anyway. See if you can land it as good as me.
So, when we were doing the interview with Noel, we decided obviously just to put reading out donations and things on the back foot because, you've seen it. We were talking just constantly for the full hour, and even that felt like it flew by.
It really did. When I was on the camera, it seemed just so quick.
Yeah. So obviously didn't really have time to be able to read out donations and things, but do appreciate them massively as always.
Yep.
They obviously go to help the channel and things, and I think if we do more guest things like that, we will have to, for the time being, if we have like little segments like that, put them on the back foot as well.
I don't think we're going to get a size comparison here, ladies and gents, because the 2 is just making
straight off, isn't it?
Short work of the runway.
Cheers, Rachel. Thanks very much for the £1.79 super chat. Glad you're enjoying the show.
Thank you, Rachel. And there goes the TUI Dreamliner.
And Kevin, thank you very much for the £10 super chats. Saying just a little donation for Noel's charity. Thank you very much, Kevin. It's great the community's getting behind Noel's fundraiser today. Thank you, everyone.
Cheers, King Kev.
Yeah, we'll make sure all the money goes towards the charity, which is Airability, which is a charity dedicated to helping those who are disabled follow their dreams of flying aircraft.
Take care, Kevin.
And Noel Phillips is here today doing a charity fundraiser in the Concorde hangar at the Runway Visitor Park, where he is doing a few different raffles and things and fundraising events to raise money for that charity. So, and as a result, he was here during the Saturday, so we decided to move the Sunday show to Saturday to get him on, and you guys seem to really enjoy it. So,
Randy, thank you very much for the 13 months crew seat member, saying you guys rock. 13 months of great entertainment. I only wish I did not live across the pond so I could go out to see you. Well, Randy, thank you very much for supporting the channel, mate.
Look at all them Ryanairs over there, by the way. Look at that shot.
Oh, yeah. Long-term member of the channel. Really appreciate it, Randy.
Thank you, Randy.
And channel legend Jeanette McKenzie with a further £10 super chat. Every little helps. Thanks for a fab stream. It does, Jeanette, and you're a huge help to our channel. Thank you very much.
Thanks, Jeanette.
Appreciate it, Jeanette.
And Alcod, thank you very much for the $5 Australian. No message supporting the channel today. Really appreciate it.
Fire service about to cross the runway as well.
For any of you who did miss Noel at the top of the show, you can go back and watch it once the stream's over today, or you can wait for the video to go out on our YouTube channel in the coming week or so. This week's going to be pretty crazy, but we'll try and get it out this week at some point.
Yeah.
Couple of small biz jets in shot there.
So the next jet's crossing for departure, and this one's arriving from Guernsey. 560 citation, XLS. And just as the next jet's there is rotating to Shannon, that's a Phenom 300.
Rotating so early.
Yeah, they get off really quick, them biz jets.
Yeah. You've literally no chance of a picture of them on south side the biz jets. No chance.
And just touching down from one of the awesome sim flights, if you guys on Twitch enjoy it, from Geneva, is the EasyJet's 1948 flight that left 1.5 hours ago, just about to touch down on 239. Thank you very much for the 449 super chat, John Taylor. Appreciate it, guys.
Oh, thanks, John.
Yeah, Deepak, that's what we like about Manchester. It's got a good mix of traffic. We see small aircraft, prop aircraft, heavy aircraft. Makes a nice mix.
Nearly as much variation as Vancouver, yeah?
Yeah. If only we had half a car.
Yeah. So the final arrival is now just 20 minutes away, ladies and gents, which is going to be the Qatar 777.
And Nick, thank you very much for the 449 super chat. Nick Tafinder, thank you very much, dude.
Thanks very much, Nick.
Thank you, Nick. Appreciate it.
And don't forget, ladies and gents, if you haven't yet, just click that like button. Seems like something really minute, but it can really help towards the channel growth, and help more people get involved in the streams.
It certainly does. And, Jesus has arrived, and just crossing the runways, another EasyJet to Ibiza.
Wasn't this the aircraft that you flew to? Paris, that was it, yeah.
And apparently we have just hit 74,000 subscribers.
Wow. Whoa, yo. Thank you so much.
We are on the long and winding road to 100,000, guys. So if you are watching us and you're not a subscriber of the channel yet, or you're watching us on Facebook or Twitch, do us a favour, head over to our YouTube channel and just click subscribe for us, folks. We are trying to hit 100,000 subscribers as soon as possible. Thanks, everyone. 74k has been achieved during today's show.
We got them props there, prop, little and big.
Oh, there you go. That's a cool shot.
Oh yes.
That's a Fly Wales, isn't it, the airline?
Yeah, correct, yep.
And then you got a Logan ATR 72.
Just looks so clean, the Logan Air ATR stuff.
Sorry, Logan Air, I said Aer Lingus it is.
I'm just touching down, there's a Jet 2 from Rius. 737-800 in the holiday scheme. And our Qatar triple is about 15 minutes out. Maybe a bit quicker than that, to be honest. I'll probably give him about 10 minutes. He's just north of the field at the moment.
Yes, Paul Brooks, I believe that Henry is back this week, but let Martin confirm that.
Yep, so this week looks like Monday night we'll have Feza live in the flight sim here on Airliners Live, YouTube and Twitch on Monday night at 7 p.m. Make sure you tuned in for that. It's actually really good banter. We really enjoy it. Great way to kick off your week.
Fast becoming one of the highlights of my weekdays.
Yeah, it's good because it's just a Monday, isn't it? It lightens up your Monday having something like that to look forward to. And then Wednesday evening at 4 p.m. UK time, we'll have the midweek show here from the Runway Visitor Park at Manchester Airport, should I say. And then Thursday we should have the Vancouver regular show with Henry Temby rejoining us live from Vancouver Airport at 7 p.m. on a Thursday.
Yeah, the June highlight show is coming, guys. We've just got an absolutely crazy week coming up.
Yeah,
so just bear with us on that, but we will get it out, we promise.
Yeah, when it's ready, it'll be ready.
And Jaria, yeah, the A380 is already in at the minute, and it normally leaves, well, it's scheduled to leave 2:05 UK time, but very seldom that happens.
Yep. We are going to go and have a look inside the Concorde hangar after this, because Noel Phillips has invited us to come and say hello and see the event that is on show today, that he is running himself, which is a charity fundraiser for Airability. And a lot of his fans and community are attending that. It was you had to get tickets for the event.
It was free though.
It was free, yeah. I believe it's still sold out.
Yeah.
So,
but we've we've got a couple of decent planes in before we wrap the show today. As we say, the Qatar triple will be our final arrival for today. Before him, it looks like we've got a TUI Max, followed by Ryanair 737 from Alicante, a Jet2 A330 from Palma, and then we'll wrap the show on the Qatar triple. We've got a lot of extra stuff we need to pack down and get to see Noel, and then I need to shoot. So, yes, about 3 or 4 aircraft on the approach, and then, to be honest, looking at the gap, we've got about a 20-minute break before arrivals anyway after that. So
cool. Yeah.
That works out quite nicely for us today.
It arrives at a good time, that Qatar. It's just like...
Yeah, it is.
A nice end to the show. Doesn't drag it out too much. So, yeah, we've got a very busy week this week. I'm sure you all know why. And if you're a VIP, we will give you some little bonus content as to the new place. So if you're a VIP, and let's say you're not a VIP on YouTube, for example, if you're on Facebook or Twitch, and you've got a Facebook account, join the Airliners Live VIP Lounge, because we'll be posting in there. If you're on YouTube, you will see members-only posts on your YouTube subscription feed, but also you can join the VIP Lounge as well. So that is on Facebook. You can search for Airliners Live VIP Lounge. Anyone who's a paying member on any platform for Airliners Live, you can join at any tier as well. So even if you're just paying £2.99 for Premium Economy on YouTube, then you can join. If you've been gifted a sub, you can join as well. And for sub gifting, if you're watching on,
open as well if you want.
If you want to watch, if you're watching on a laptop or a PC, and you're a member on YouTube, you can actually gift subs now as well. So if you want to donate or anything like that, and you want to support the community and give someone a free membership for a month, you can do that.
Yeah, it's a great way to support the channel and the community.
Yeah.
Can we start a gifty train for the end of today's show, guys? If you want to gift memberships, click the dollar symbol, then click gifted memberships. If you're watching on a PC or laptop device, last 3 arrivals on today's show. Let's get some new people gifted some memberships, shall we, folks, to wrap up today's show here at Manchester.
Yeah, this is a TUI 737 MAX 8. Noel was saying he quite likes the Maxes to fly on. He says they have the Boeing... I'm trying to remember the name of it. Anyone know the name of that they call the ceiling in it? Something Sky. I forget the name of it. But basically the design of the roof on the interior is very nice on the Maxes.
And Carl Crawford, welcome back for 2 months of membership. Absolutely brilliant show, guys. Loved every minute. Appreciate it, Carl. Thank you very much, dude. Nikolaos, thank you very much for joining Premium Economy, brand new VIP. Welcome, Nikolaos. And Tony P gifting 5 memberships. Here we go, getting the train rolling. They've gone to Sean Brandt, Matthew Atkinson, Patrick Jones, Lord Chozo, and Critical Inception have all just received gifted memberships. Thank you very much, Tony, for getting that gifted membership train rolling. Alcod, thank you very much for the $10 Australian donation, saying had the privilege on Friday of sitting behind the flight engineer of the last flying super constellation in the world, as she did her engine run to return to flight after cylinder change. That's awesome, mate. I bet you had a great time.
That's amazing.
Joan, thank you very much as well for the 5 gifted memberships coming in. Second person joining that gifty train. And they've gone to Andre Oda. They've gone to DN Games, Ken G, Not Penguin Frog, and Tony Wainwright, all receiving gifted memberships from Joan there, guys. Thank you very much, Joan, for supporting the channel and the community.
Thank you, everyone. Well, that's really, really kind of you. People saying Sky Interior. I think that's what it is, yeah. I thought it had a more like fancy name than that, but it is really nice though, isn't it? I personally like to try and get on board a Ryanair Max, because they actually look quite nice compared to, especially when you compare it to the old Ryanair cabin style.
How do you gift on here? At the moment, because it's in beta, you need to be watching on a PC or laptop, and then click the dollar symbol, then click gifted memberships. Carl Crawford, thank you very much for the £2 super chat, saying let's get the train rolling. Thank you very much, Carl. Yeah, I think you have to put it into like browser mode though, don't you, on your phone?
You can't, yeah, because
Yours works on your phone.
You can do it if you open up your.
I was going to say, I've never seen it on my phone. Yeah, you have to click settings and then desktop view, and then you'll be able to see it. You don't? Mental. Right, I'm going to be having a chat with Sam after this, working out what this meta is that she's unlocked.
Oh, yeah.
Sheila Hun, thank you very much for the Premium Economy membership. Brand new VIP, just as Jeanette McKenzie and Chris join the train that's rolling as well. Thank you very much, guys.
Is this next arrival at Qatar? It looks pretty big.
No, it's a Jet 2 A330 and then the Qatar's next.
Nice. You can never see what it is. It just looks big in the sky. Right, let's pan around and catch the arrival of this wide body.
The penultimate arrival for today's show is the Jet 2 operated by Air Tanker in from Palma de Mallorca.
They always seem to come in pairs, these, have you noticed? They're always like within like an hour of each other, you'll see them.
And our Qatar is just establishing itself on the localizer now.
So this is the route I was looking at flying. So I've been looking at doing a flight with Jet 2 to fly on board the 757s. And Palma de Mallorca seems like the cheapest route you can fly on a 75 from Manchester. You can get return tickets for as little as 90 quid on a 757. The problem is they're usually almost completely sold out. And, you know, if you give it a lot of time on it, it's like the last minute ones that are the cheapest. And obviously they've already lost all the best seats. So you can fly on one still, like you can get on board and sit on it, but you wouldn't be in the best seat. So you'd be on like an aisle seat or a middle seat. Or if you do manage a window seat, it won't be the best view. But in looking at Palma de Mallorca, this particular aircraft and this route comes up a lot. The Jet 2 A330 flying in from Palma de Mallorca this time.
Not quite going to make the exit.
And Wayne Follett, thank you very much for gifting 5 memberships to the Airliners Live community. That gifty train keeps on rolling. Jake Wright has received one of those. Joel Weather, Ant W, Robert Farrow and Debbie all receiving gifted memberships from Wayne Follett. Guys, you now have access to all of the channel emotes free of charge for 1 month. Enjoy those, just as Sharon Jones joins business class. A very warm welcome to you, Sharon. Enjoy that discount on merchandise, Sharon. And thank you very much for supporting the channel with a brand new VIP membership. Our Qatar is the next to land, so we'll be wrapping the show on this next arrival, guys. Thank you all for your support today. I hope you've enjoyed the show.
Yeah, thanks Wayne, thanks Sharon, thanks again.
And Sharon just asking for a massive shout out for Tom Jones with a brand new membership. There you go, Tom. I hope you've enjoyed the show.
There you go, Qatar 777 is now visual.
Hammy Inc. wants happy 50th birthday for Brian. There you go, dude. Very happy 50th, Brian, to you. Hope you're having a great birthday.
That as well, by the way, ladies.
I hope you've enjoyed this special Saturday show. The next live show from Manchester Airport will be on Wednesday evening, or Wednesday afternoon from 4 p.m. and it'll go on till about 7:30. So hopefully nice weather for that. Nice late afternoon, early evening arrival and departure action. And I'll catch a completely different selection of aircraft as well.
Big thanks to all of you guys watching on Twitch as well and Facebook. I hope you've enjoyed it, guys. We will be back, as Andy says, on Wednesday afternoon.
Don't forget Fezzel, ladies and gents, on Monday evening.
Yes,
7 o'clock.
Yeah, I'm hyped for that.
But there we go. Enjoy this final arrival for today's show, Qatar 777-300 from Doha. And Jonathan Karan, really sorry if we did miss your super chat, mate. Feel free to always just let us know if we miss one, guys. It's never ever intentional, we promise. It may have just flown past the screen and we missed it. Apologies, Jonathan, but I'm glad you've enjoyed the show today. And thanks for supporting the channel with your super chat as well. We really do appreciate it, mate.
Big thanks to Carl Crawford with the £2 super chat there. And also to Phil Sellers for the £5 super chat. Great stream as always. See you Thursday night, all being well.
Yeah. Chris Luby, cheers for your £2 super chat as well, guys. Really appreciate it.
Thank you all.
Thanks for all your support today, ladies and gents. Thank you.
All the super chats will go on to the charity Airability today.
Yep. Really nice gesture from you lads. Really nice.
And as we say, a final little bit of transparency there. YouTube does take a 30% cut from us before we receive the money, guys. And it will take about a month for us to receive the funds from YouTube. So please don't expect a donation tomorrow. That donation will be made as soon as the funds are processed through. So expect that about the end of next month.
Yep. But we'll put out a post and show you guys the funds that you guys raised. It was a nice little bonus today.
Yep.
Just as Ash Mahmood donates us £1.99 super chat there. Cheers.
Thanks very much, Ash.
Cheers, Ash.
And here comes the Qatar 777-300ER in from Doha.
Let's see those triple Fs in the chat, ladies and gents.
Yes, triple F. It's even the right colour.
I didn't turn that on, did I? Oh no.
What?
Okay, it's alright, we can probably pull it from yours. It's alright.
What, filming on yours?
No, the mic.
Oh no, you just use the stream audio.
Yeah, we can use
that's headsets, isn't it?
Yes, we can use the stream audio.
That's what I was going to do.
Okay, good.
Big sigh relief.
Thank you.
That'll sound a lot better anyway.
There's a slight frantic panic there down here, ladies and gents.
There was a second where my head just dropped into my hands, but yeah, of course we can use
panic evaded. Never a dull moment here on Airliners Live.
Yeah, the stream audio would actually be much better quality than what that we're presenting. I guess we just need to. We just have to try and lip sync it up again.
Yeah, we'll figure that out. It'll be alright.
But there we go. There's our final arrival for today, folks. I really hope you've enjoyed the stream. Hope you enjoyed the segment with Noel as well. But we're going to need to wrap it up there today. We've got so much more equipment than usual to get packed up. We want to go and see Noel at his event, and then I need to take Mrs. Airliners live to an appointment after this. So really appreciate you tuning in. VIPs, we will update you next week with what's going on. Lots going on behind the scenes at the moment. Massive shout out to Maddie Boy Smith for jumping up on the camera for the first hour and co-hosting the show today.
Just a huge thanks to you all for your support today, ladies and gents. Whether it's been in the form of a super chat or signing up, or you've gifted a membership to anyone, thanks a lot. Cheers.
We've got Sam here today, who's been paparazzi for the day.
Yeah, we'll get
taking loads of pictures of the segment with Noel and keeping an eye on the cameras while we're doing the recording. So big up the brand new moderator Sam. And Brown Bill up on the camera for the whole of the rest of the show today. It's definitely flown by.
It has. full pun intended.
Time flies when you're having fun.
The last few days have flown by for me. I think it's just been a massive blend of just all into one.
Yeah.
So it'll be good to get back into some sort of routine next week. But there we go. Final departure off on the south runway, EasyJet Foxtrot, India. And we'll wrap the show up there, guys. Hope you have a great rest of your weekend. Don't go to it tomorrow because it's only Saturday today.
Yeah, don't be waking up. Don't be setting your alarms.
Yeah, have a great rest of your weekend, guys. As always, we've been Airliners Live, and we will see you all on Wednesday. Or tomorrow for Flight Sim with John. Sorry.
No, not tomorrow. You just messed up as well.
I have.
It's actually,
you just made the same mistake.
I've just done what I told everybody not to do. Monday with John, guys.
Not tomorrow.
Not tomorrow because it's Saturday today.
There you go.
I thought it was Sunday. Get me out of here, right, guys.
One day would mess you up so much, eh?
See you later.
Take care, everyone.
Ta-ra for now.
Bye-bye.
Bye.